What? Oh shit. Oh shit, you bad motherfuckers. You thought it was going to be a regular Monday church? Fuck that shit. We're throwing heat like the Corinthians. Are you fucking kidding me? Or what? Labor Day week. We ain't fucking around here. Tom Segura's in house. Stop wiggling, Lee. What's the problem?
What's the problem is you give me a brownie and I have about 5 minutes to get everything.
You give me a brownie and I got you're fucking. this is a way of fucking life.
This brownie made me puke on Friday.
The other night I gave him the whole fucking thing. Listen, he couldn't sleep. I can't sleep. Okay, let's go get you a little fucking edible. So we went over and we got the So Kind, the brownie collection, right? Let me tell you something. This shit is what they give you. Like, let's say you get shot 8 times and you won't die. They'll just give you this at the hospital. It's over for you after that. You'll just bleed the fuck out.
You're saying this now, but everything you give me is 7 milligrams.
Oh yeah, it was
come on, dog.
This is 6
milligrams. This is baby stuff.
It was 33 and a third, like George Harrison.
That made him puke.
Oh my god, the whole thing. He ate the whole thing like a fucking animal. I ate the whole thing. I kept calling him, we're going out, Lee. We're going to fucking see the town. At first, he's like, okay, call me back. I'll be here. I called him back like 10 minutes later. Lee, what's up? You ready to go, cocksuckers? I'm feeling fucked up, right? So I know he's going down. I called him back like in 10 minutes. He's eating sushi. He's like, yeah. He goes, you know what? I'm getting a little fucked up. All right, fuck it. I give him another 30 minutes. I call him back.
Yeah, he called me like 8 times in one night.
And also he's like, hello, I'm fucked up. How much was in this thing? I can't fucking believe how fucked up I am. I'm like, fuck it. Get dressed. We're going out, cocksucker. And I hang up on him. Right? And I'm like, oh, I know. And I call him back, and he's like, the phone rang like 8 times. Yeah. And he picked it up, and I'm like, where are you? He's like, I just puked. I'm so fucking high. I go, don't blame it on the weed. It's that wholesale fucking sushi you got from that Arab on the corner. He goes to this Arabian place.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You told me. They got edamame with fucking hummus on it or some shit.
Wholesale?
He does. He goes to a wholesale fucking 8 rolls for $3.
No, 2. Like
yeah, you're gonna fucking die. That's like suicide.
It wasn't gas station sushi. It was good sushi. But okay, so I was watching a movie on my living room couch, and I made it to the bedroom, and I was laying with my head by the foot, and I just flipped. And you ever know, like when you're gonna puke? Like as soon as I flipped over, I was like, that's not gonna happen. But I was able to get off my bed so I didn't puke on the bed, but like right next to on the floor. And you can see all the little sushi bits. It was terrible.
Oh my god. You nasty motherfucker.
I've never had to clean up puke high. It was not fun.
I kept calling him back. Get up, cocksucker. We're going down. We got more edibles. I can't. I already puked the fucking sushi. Lee's as tough as fucking nails. Lee's my dog. I told him we got animal tranquilizers tonight. This is the pre-surgery show, cocksuckers. I go in tomorrow. Lee picks me up at what time?
4:45.
4:45.
4:45 in the morning?
I get admitted at 5:15. They're cutting me open at 7. My wife's picking me up at 10.
Beautiful.
That's it. That's
and you're
how
home.
And I'm home.
And then you're taking pills.
And then I'm taking pills. She went food shopping today. She turned everything around so the baby don't jump on my fucking leg. And that's it. I go in tomorrow. They hit me with an IV. I talk to them. They don't have to shave nothing.
Are they? Are you getting knees scoped? Are you getting scoped?
Meniscus, arthritis. They're fixing this little tear on the side. I don't know what it's called. And I go home. I'm home for 4 fucking weeks. I go to Bray on the 18th.
Nice.
And I go to New York on the 25th.
New York?
Or something like that, yeah.
What are you doing in New York?
Gotham.
Nice.
Tremendous. The 11:45 show, like a soldier.
Just one?
One show a night.
One show and how many
Friday
nights?
or Saturday.
That's it?
That's it. 11:45.
That's the fucking way to do it.
That's the way to do it. I ain't got time to be dilly-dally. What else, Tom Segura,
That's
you bad
best.
motherfucker?
That's
Look
the
at you.
best, man.
Look at you. Where were you last week?
Philly.
How hot was it?
Fucking the basement. Yeah, the club was fucking literally hot. It's like a fucking sauna.
The club is great.
It's an amazing club.
It's an amazing club. The food is great. The people that come from Philly,
the shows are awesome.
The shows are always awesome. The guy is a great guy, but he's Jewish. He won't fix the air conditioner. You know how Jews feel about fixing the air conditioner. That's a big investment in case we got to burn the joint down. You ever see a Jew after he burns the joint with a new air conditioner, he goes fucking ape shit. He'd rather be tied up and somebody take his ATM card and rip up his 20s. You understand me? I was thinking of tying him up and Ari and taking their ATM card. And every time a 20 comes out, just rip it one at a time just to see him. No, stop.
How much does it upset you to fix air conditioning, Lee?
If I had to pay for it, it would piss me
Yeah,
off. But
any-
if I owned a club, I think I'd pay for it. But
Listen, a
knows?
Jewish person, let's say a Jewish person has to buy a new air conditioning for a building, a Jewish landlord. He will milk that fucking, those days, he will milk it. If he could get 8 months out of tomorrow. They should be here. They're sending it from Japan. I don't know what happened. Let me call Hector. Have you heard from him? They didn't come in. The train got robbed. If he could fucking... By the way, we're speaking about Jewish here. I got this fucking Facebook today about Lee, about the flag. Listen, let me explain something to you people. It's a fucking Israeli flag. If you people get upset about an Israeli flag, Lee is a harmless fucking Jew. He doesn't even have any malice in his heart, Lee. Lee would give
people
you
are upset about it?
Yeah, they're like, take the foot. Well, some fucking jerko who has nothing to do with his life. Anybody knows our intentions are good. There's an American flag there also. Nobody complains about that. There's a picture of Charles Bronson there, and there's a fucking picture of Clint Eastwood. You know what this spells in here? Balls. So don't be upset. It's just a fucking flag. If you're going to be mad at me, get the fuck out of here.
not even in a shot either.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with people? People want to bitch at something every day. This is a
Always.
free fucking service.
Yeah.
Nobody bothers you. Nobody makes you do nothing. You don't have to sign nothing. You have to do fucking dick. And I can't believe how much people fucking complain.
I got a complaint. I got a complaint this weekend in an email. A guy said that he saw my special and he was enjoying it until the part where I talk about disabled people, and he was like, because he has MS, and he was like, and then you made me feel badly about it, and I was like, yeah, but you're choosing to feel badly, like, because other people with disabilities have come up to me and like said how they had a good time and they laughed at it because it's a joke. You have to think about intent. What's the intent? And he was like, no, I'm not choosing to feel that way. And I was like, yes, you are. You're choosing to be upset, and you want to, you want to go off on somebody about it, but that's your choice. You're choosing to do that.
He'll probably go to the barber shop and talk about it.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of people that they get enthralled in it. And you're like, I don't understand this. All you have to do is switch the channel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. The fucking thing is a fin to get in. It's a $5. You waste $5 on that shit, you eat at fucking McDonald's. Just switch the fucking channel. What do you give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? People always gotta get pissed. And these Americans, all of a sudden, it's a. I gotta tell you, last night I was sitting there. I answered the emails. I had the baby in the living room. After dinner, we don't put cartoons on.
You do not?
No, because we wanted to
wind down.
Fucking play.
Okay.
Write and play with her toys. So I got a chance to scroll through the TV, and I got the chance to watch like 7 minutes of the VMAs.
Oh boy.
What has happened to society? What has happened to music? Music is at an all-time low. And they all sit together like Rihanna and the fucking Kardashians, and all these people sit together like they all love each other. And deep down inside, they hate each other.
Yeah.
Then Beyonce, everybody in the world is saying they're getting fucking divorced, this and that. And all of a sudden they're on there, and she comes out with the baby. And I told my wife, I go, I don't believe, we live in such a fantasy fucking land. I want to know the cameras that they're putting in as they go away from the camera. That hallway you have to go into? That's where I want the cameras, to see her turn around and go, fuck you, you black motherfucker. Give my baby back. You fuck my sister, you nasty nigga motherfucker. That's what I wanted to see. Not that smile and the fake fucking tear. It's such a fucking fake situation. Miley Cyrus, I love that dirty bitch.
Right.
I love it till last night. The thing with the homeless little kid.
What'd she do with the homeless
She
kid?
sent some homeless little half a fag up there to say that, Hollywood makes $8 billion and there's 1,030 fucking kids on the street. You know what? I was in the fucking street because it was my choice, and so are you. You want to run away from your fucking house because your dad won't let you go to the fucking prom or whatever the fuck. Did you see him? You see a little kid?
I heard about it.
He was a half a fucking like homo. I don't even know. And she's in the back crying, jumping up and fucking down. And people comparing it to Marlon Brando. No, Marlon Brando did something from his heart. Not because he was going to be on TMZ.
Yeah.
It was 1970-something. It wasn't because he did it to impress people. It was because Marlon Brando was really fucking crazy. He was really fucking crazy.
Did you hear why people are going crazy tonight?
About what?
Sarah Silverman brought like THC drops on the Emmy red carpet, and everyone's saying it's so amazing. I thought of you. Like, she brought like the dropper of THC drops,
and was giving them to people.
No, she took it out at an interview. Apparently, I didn't see it because I was here, but. I just thought of I just thought of Joey like
oh my God, look at her, she's so cool with the reefer. Oh my God, on ABC with a vapor pen or something. That's what it was. It was a vapor pen.
Well, oh, no, I didn't see it.
It's amazing.
That Miley Cyrus is terrible, man. They did that profile on her where it was like a documentary, and they were like, "You're making such bold decisions. Like you're so bold," and then they go, "What'd she do?" She was like, "Yeah, I mean the thing is like you just can't care about what somebody thinks." And it's like, okay, and that's her mantra. And then the music has nothing to do with that. It's just like it's just totally overproduced bullshit. Like there's no like actual musical talent involved with what we're watching. We're just watching somebody.
Music is to the point where there's nobody really doing live music. They're all putting tracks on, and it's society. These young kids that pay for that shit.
Yeah.
And they go and they feed that shit. $300 for that fucking blonde in Vegas, whatever her name is, Britney Spears.
That's $300.
Go to Vegas, go online, see what the tickets are for Britney Spears in Las Vegas. They ain't no $22.50, I'll tell you that fucking much. All right, she's got a residency there. Her tickets are $3. 3 fucking bills, and you know she's going to lip sync, and you still continue to pay it. So whose fault is that? David Grohl has like a big beef with music today. I read little excerpts. He's mad at the music that they have on that show where people judge you. Whatever that, not The View, but the other fucking one. I don't know, the one about singing.
The Voice.
The Voice. I know he had a big. Then I read an article about 3 months ago, and then Josh Wolf was saying he had a conversation with Dave Grohl, and Dave Grohl was saying the same thing. And you want me to tell you what's really missing from music? Drugs.
You think so?
Heroin, yeah, it's got to make a comeback for these fucking people to be real. They showed some band last night. These guys have never even fucking drank club soda. And that's why they're so uptight. Listen, when Guns N' Roses...
And they're stale and boring.
Yeah, boring. You've heard this shit before. Music is fucking horrible. It is fucking horrible. I try to listen to like the fucking, and the rap is fucking horrible.
Yeah,
and that urban shit is fucking horrible. And I grew up on everything. I grew up on country. I grew up on soul music. I grew up on black music. I grew up on fucking Spanish music. And I tell you, it's that Spanish rap. Oh fuck! No wonder those Mexicans are shooting each other. That is horrific. That is what is that called?
Pitbull?
No. Oh. What is he fucking saying? Where's his fucking stairway to heaven? It's fucking terrible, that shit. And I'm Spanish. I go to Miami, bro, and I want to shoot myself.
Why?
The new breed,
the reggaeton?
The reggaeton and all that shit. Come on, we were doing quaaludes at a fucking club, fucking standing there holding the wall. What reggae fucking tongue? Oh, please.
They do need heroin again.
No, Guns N' Roses.
They need it. They need it.
They need it in music again.
Those guys would do. Imagine this when they were on world tours at one point for like 3 years in a row. Like they didn't fucking stop touring the world for a few years. Guns N' Roses. You remember that Appetite for Destruction and the next album. They would just tour the world. Illusion. Yes, they would tour the world and then tour the world again. And they were drinking like a handle of fucking Jack every night. Each guy. God. Each guy was fucking just absolutely...
Brought the Grammy Awards on ABC. You should have seen them.
They
were fucked up.
They were always fucked up.
On heroin?
Everything.
On national... Put it up on YouTube. The Guns N' Roses accepting an award in the fucking 80s and 90s. You'd sit there and go, oh my God. So but it's at least they were real.
Yeah.
At least they were fucking real. This last night, the scene I seen with Beyonce and Jay-Z, and I've always loved Beyonce. Everybody knows I love Beyonce. I love Jay-Z too. But, somebody's got to fuck somebody after a while. There's too much money involved there. Yeah. There's too much money. There's too many fucking hoes. And in the black world, they're fucking slippery, those dirty hoes. Pay my bills, all that shit. You wrote that shit, bitch. You wrote that shit, bitch. What do you think? There's got to be a hot 21-year-old black chick right now that wants that Jay-Z dick. A little apartment in Harlem. What? Many? Close to a Popeyes. What?
Thousands of them like
What's
that.
up?
Nothing.
Did you find it?
Was it 92 maybe?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to play it?
Yeah, look what they fucking look like. Look up. No, that's music. Well, accepting a fucking...
Yeah, they're walking up to accept the award.
With the music playing. All right, play it.
That's the entire story.
We'd like to thank Andy Moorhan, Warren
They
Hewlett,
fucked up.
Josh Richmond, Louis Marciano, Eddie Rosenblatt,
Fucked up.
Griffin Records,
Sitting
and I'm
there,
sure
laying
there's a
there.
whole lot of other people I can't remember right
How
now.
many guys have sunglasses on?
This has nothing to do
At
with
least
Michael
two.
Jackson.
At
Thank
least
you.
two.
Yeah, there's one guy in the background.
Yeah, I think it was like 91 because the album came out in 88, 87. Well, I got sentenced 88. And fucking...
You got sentenced in 88?
Yeah, and that's how I remember that whole... When I got sentenced, the hot video was Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, that was a fucking hot
Okay,
video.
that was the hot video already. Welcome to the Jungle was already out. It was Sweet Child of Mine. And once I got locked up, every fucking white guy in jail
had that
had
album.
fucking Guns N' Roses fucking
That was the shit, man. That album's fucking amazing.
Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah.
I used to walk around to that. I had the cassette too with a fucking Walkman and shit.
Paradise City.
Paradise City.
Well, do you think like Beyonce knows? Like they must know they're cheating because
Of course.
I mean,
somebody
she-
fucked the sisters?
Look,
yeah.
she knows that he's a guy who's a fucking rapper who's worth $500 million, and he gets pussy thrown at him literally from while he's asleep until the next day when he goes to sleep again, and that he can't, and he's fucking, touring all over the world too. I think she knows that she can probably resist more than he can, for sure.
Because I mean, I've been to like the comedy shows and girls like that girl at the fucking steakhouse came up to you and like it's easy like when it's not that often. Like you guys are only on the road for like a little weekend, but like I can't imagine like NBA players and like baseball
my God.
players.
It's amazing. Girls run. They know what hotels they stay at.
They wait
Girls
there.
in those towns know what hotels they're staying at, what teams, what bars they go to, and that's what they fucking do.
That's the most pussy crushing that goes on.
Like baseball players.
I say
Basketball.
Basketball for sure.
I think so.
Yeah. I think baseball would probably be next.
Because it's so long of a
A
season.
long ass season. You travel and you go to those same towns for like multiple, so you get your fucking regular squeezes in. You know what I mean? They're playing that division game a few times. And baseball, they're like, they're not even fucking tired after the game. They're like, I fucking stood on third for a half of the afternoon. They go back. Now they want to work out. Basketball, though, those guys are all about fucking crushing it, dude. And those chicks are trying. Half of them are trying to get pregnant. Like,
Oh, that's scary.
That's the whole fucking game.
Like they'll pick up condoms out of the
Or
trash.
at least to get dirt on them to get some kind of money. So, and you get these, and they're like, they'll fucking bring room service to you. These girls are like, they're sneaky, man. In the NBA world, they'll bring you the room service you ordered.
Jesus. Do you ever get it? Because I mean, everyone knows that you guys are married, and I don't know if you talk about it in your act or not, but I mean, they put pictures of like Jay-Z next to Beyonce. Everyone knows he's married to Beyonce, but they just don't care.
It's a different thing, man. They're superstars. They're not. It's not like they're, I think he's a rapper. Like they know that rappers are not like, like trying to be upstanding and he's a fucking rapper, man. He talks about beating it up and tossing it out, and it's like, I'll give you that sweet, that nasty, that gushy, that's a fucking rap lyric of his. It's just about beating it up. I think it's different, man. When you're a musician and you're he's world famous. You can take him anywhere in the world. It's different. People are super attracted to fame. If he wasn't famous, it'd be way different, man.
And there's a lot of freaks out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women that want to fuck. There's a lot of women that want to fuck a celebrity, a Jay-Z type.
That's a huge get.
He's, he's a gazillionaire. I mean, they're going through whatever. There's a lot of people out there with their pussy that want to ruin their life.
It's
That's
different.
The other chance you take.
Yeah.
So it's got to be somebody on his staff. They got to do it the right way. I mean, where's Jay-Z going to go in New York that somebody's not going to know Jay-Z?
Nowhere.
Okay, so Jay-Z goes.
He probably has guys that their job is to like line up his pussy for him. You know what I mean? Like
That's a pretty good job.
And go to your mother's house. Like, look,
Yeah.
when I go to Boston,
Yeah.
I'm going to give your mom a plane ticket out of town. You're going to get the house fixed up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a chick sent over there and fuck her at your house. I'm gonna go over there with you. You're gonna go out the back door. I'll give you $5,000. What do I give a fuck? I'm worth $10 billion fucking dollars. What do I give a fuck? And that's the only way. But all that trickery has to get tired.
Yeah, that's
It has to get tired. I couldn't do it. I couldn't just meet somebody and hide and take a car. All that for, I come in a minute. All that for eating your ass, and then having to go home and miss you, and then you start getting a boyfriend. Now it fucks with my situation at my house because now you want that. That always evolves.
Yeah.
It does. Only a 21-year-old would fall for that. A young man would fall for that.
You know what it's about, man? It's about energy. I wouldn't have the energy. To keep up with that shit. And that's what I'm always amazed by when guys who do that, who have like the fucking 6 girls, I'm like, just when they tell me about it, I'm like, that sounds fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
You have fucking 5 girlfriends and then, 2 others that don't know about I'm like, that whole world is like your whole, like they put so much energy into that. I don't know how they get anything else done. You know what I mean? Like that's their whole life.
Yeah.
I always felt, I didn't have a lot of friends like that, but I had like 3 or 4 of them. And I always kind of felt bad for them. Because I always knew that 1, they were going to get nailed, and this comes to an end.
Yeah.
And 2, you're going to pay for your sins, now you're going to get down the other side.
Yeah.
I was in a jacuzzi. It had to be somewhere, the Four Seasons. I was a Joe or something like that. And I went to a jacuzzi, and there was a guy, and then I think I told you after our 4th conversation, he told me that his wife was cheating on him for 20 years.
Fuck, man.
20 years. And here's the funny thing. She worked for a doctor. He's a doctor. They all went on vacations together, and while they were on vacations, they would cheat.
Wow.
The guy was telling me all this, and it's like they were married for... And he goes, I don't know what to do. I'm old now. I don't know whether I should keep her or... And I always thought about that conversation. Now, what the fuck? I mean, what the... 20-something years you're cheating on your
That'd be
husband.
Devastating to fucking hear, man.
That'd be devastating. You just ruined a fucking life. That guy's gonna die with that on his fucking mind. That his wife cheated on him for 20-something years. That guy's she's definitely gonna die in a house blaze or something. I mean...
And it's getting more accepted. Like, you've heard of Tinder, right? Have you heard of it, Joey? Like the dating app where you just swipe if you think they're hot? Like, they have things now, and it's like, people put on Twitter, like, oh, I have a side chick, and... I keep my phone out all the time. Like when I'm at home, I just have it out next to me. And if Paula sees it, she's gonna look at it. Like if I had to like constantly be worried about someone texting me,
that would consume you.
Yeah,
of course.
And I can understand where like if someone's out on the road a lot, they have needs, but it's just like, why even get married then? Like all these people getting split, like why even get married?
Listen, man. We're sinners, right? That's the thing. We're all weak. There comes a point where they're weak. Today I got in the car and I got home and my wife was working because I told my wife, I don't want to stay in tonight because I'm going to be in the next 3 fucking nights. Next 2 nights. I'm not good at staying in the whole fucking day. I'm good at staying in the morning. I'm writing jokes. Or I'm making phone calls. But after a while, I got to get the fuck out of the house. And I said, let's go eat something. I remember as we were walking to the car. Mercy weighs 20-something fucking pounds. I'm carrying her. My wrist is hurting. My knee hurts. I'm putting her in her car seat. And I'm thinking to myself, what would I do to blow this?
Right.
A line of coke? Eating some 20-year-old girl's pussy for 5 fucking minutes and coming on her neck. And then she's going to twit me for 18 fucking days straight. What's going to change this? What could change that? For some guys, that's not enough. That's not enough, I knew early on, I got cheated on when I was young. I knew that wasn't for me. That feeling I got from being cheated on, I knew I never wanted to give that to somebody. So I knew it wasn't for me. Then there was another flip to that coin. If I have a friend, listen, you want to cheat on your girlfriend, she deserves to be cheated on. I don't fucking know. But once we're talking about wives, if I have a friend that cheats on his wife, I really can't hang out with that dude, even when I was a criminal, because I knew if he rolled on his wife, he'd definitely roll on me. If he had no dedication to whoever sucked his dick, because my dedication to whoever sucks my dick, you understand me? I don't know about you. I'm an ugly dude. I don't get my dick sucked a lot, but my point being that was how I thought. That was how I thought from a street perspective, that this guy's cheating on his best friend.
Yeah.
This guy's definitely going to roll on me. I'm keeping this fucking light. Hi, how are you? No business, because I know it. So that was the mentality I came from. I'm not going to tell you I don't like my dick getting sucked. You do a show, you bump into a curtain, some chick is sucking dick through a curtain. Your dick accidentally goes in her mouth like the peanut butter commercial. You're choking one of my peanut butter.
What just happened?
Shit happens, you know. Shit happens. Sometimes a woman wants to smoke a pole. She's walking around on her knees. I'm a short guy. My zipper's open. You know. I don't fucking know. But nobody's going to sit here and say that we haven't had thoughts or whatever.
Right.
You know. Every man is weak. It's the thing I don't want is making the call and hooking up with somebody.
Oh, man.
And having to go home and tell a lie. And then you have that on your back. You know, for months I was on that testosterone, and I heard all these people telling me how there's hot Asian chicks giving massages and sucking your dick for $150. I'll borrow $150. I don't give a fuck. And I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it as much as I would go by that place they said it by D'Agostino, by the haha. They got a place there with Asian chicks, those stick their tongue up your ass with saran wrap, and they're disgusting, I heard. I heard they're fucking disgusting. You heard the conversation,
Yeah.
Red Band.
Oh yeah, Red Band said he put like a baggie around his dick.
Yeah, and another guy was telling me at the haha that he goes there in the afternoon,
Right.
and for $1.25, the chick let him fucking eat her pussy. And I'm like, why would you want to eat this chick's snatch? And he was telling me it was Asian, it was different from. But whoa! Then get yourself a clean Asian. You're eating fucking massage parlor pussy on Lancashire. Do you know what's gonna fucking happen to your teeth? A dentist won't even be able to solve that fungi on the fucking teeth. That fucking Lancashire dick fungi on your fucking teeth. That you can't wash that off with toothbrush and Colgate. Colgate ain't gonna fucking bail you. I need is Listerine. That shit's there for good.
Now you're right though, man. You can't roll with that dude. Like you can, I know guys, but you can't like hang with that guy. You know, if he's like the guy who's always like lying to his wife.
And on top of that, I know the building's about to fall on top of him.
Yeah,
We were talking about Suge Knight before. As soon as I see Suge Knight walk into a restaurant, I get for the check. In fact, I might even dine and dash. Because I know the building's about to fucking come down.
Exactly.
The building's about to come down.
That's
I asked
true.
that motherfucker where he was on 9/11. I guarantee that motherfucker was standing out there with an umbrella. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of luck that fucker's got. Suge Knight's a fucking, he's just got the kiss of death on him. Those guys were involved in something. When you're involved in something and all that level, it's like when I got in trouble with Kent Vella. At the time I kidnapped Kent, I wouldn't have thought I was going to get in trouble. But now in hindsight, there was too many moving pieces.
Do you ever think about that if you did that crime today, like the exact same crime in 2014, wouldn't it be way more severe, your punishment? Yes? Like if you did the exact same thing right now, I thought it would be more severe.
I think jail might not have been as easy.
The severity, well, at this age, no. At this age, no. You're going to go into a fucking jungle, into a medium. Remember, anything over like 4 years, they're going to put you into medium level. Medium level, you got some heavy duties in there.
Yeah.
You got some heavy duties that are on their way back. People who were up on the high tiers who are going down in time. They had 12 years. They got 6 left. They had no problems. They're still the same human being.
But do you think the sentence would be the same if you did that today?
Would the sentence be the same?
Yeah, today. That's what I was thinking.
No, it was a different time.
Yeah.
There was different mitigating circumstances. There was a lot of what ifs. He did this. I left it open. They couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
They couldn't figure me out. That's if I wouldn't have had the things I had going for me, a job, no prior convictions.
So no priors when this happened?
No, I had arrests.
Okay.
Big difference. I'm a man without convictions. At the time, I had been convicted of one misdemeanor, which was a 6 months deferred sentence, which meant if I didn't get arrested in those 6 months, boom, it fell off my record.
But it wasn't a violent crime, right?
No, it was a pot crime in New York in January, February. I got convicted in March of '83. So and it was New York, which means 6 months probation is really, after 90 days, he told me don't ever call him again.
You're just so busy.
I went to see him, and when I went to see him, I go, listen, we don't even have to shake hands. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm moving to Colorado with your permission on the 25th, and he goes, you're absolutely right. He goes, this is what we're going to do, just call me every month on the 10th. He goes, why are you wasting my time and your time? You're leaving anyway, correct? Yeah. He didn't even ask me for a transfer.
So he could have stopped it, though? Could he have stopped it if he wanted to?
He could have said, you have to wait till the 6 months. I want you to take a drug program. At that time, drug programs weren't intact yet. See, now they have drug programs. So now if Lee leaves here tonight and he gets caught with a gram of blow, okay, his attorney's going to go, first thing tomorrow morning, they're going to grab Lee, a good Jew attorney, is going to grab Lee after bail and throw him in a rehab.
First thing.
He's not even going to make fucking his first whatever. Fuck it. He was having that type. That's what a smart attorney would do. That's what a smart attorney would do. Grab Lee, first offense.
Yeah.
No DUI. Throw him into a fucking. They might give him driving under the influence. Throw him into a rehab for 30 days. Come out, then go in front of the judge and work the process that way. There's got to be a program where first-time offenders, if they have no police record, they think that they're never going to have a rate of recidivism. They'll give you like 4-year probation, which is a death sentence also.
Yeah.
Because that means if you do anything in 4 years, like Chris Brown, you're in there again. That's the problem when you get sentenced.
Don't do
to
it, Lee.
probation.
Don't get that fucking gram.
So a lot of people go, fuck it, I'll take the year in jail because I don't want to do 4 years of probation.
Really?
A lot of people.
Fuck.
They don't want to live under a magnifying glass. Life is tough enough out there. I got to walk around with a probation officer pissing a bottle. You got a guy. When I got out of prison, I got put on community corrections. That sucked dick. And after I fucked up, Lee, they would come to my house at 11 o'clock at night. Mr. Diaz, we know you're there. Both your cars, come on down, please. Come down, open the door. I have a sheriff with me. We're going inside to get a urine test. 11 o'clock at night.
Really? And this is in what is this?
Boulder.
In Boulder, wow.
This was in Boulder. Now, when I got arrested for the kidnapping, my first mistake was the lawyer told me, he goes, check in the rehab first thing tomorrow morning. I was like, fuck that, I ain't got a coke problem. Didn't claim responsibility. If I would have claimed responsibility right there and gone to the rehab for 30 days, I would have came out into a different situation.
Yeah.
They couldn't have questioned me. They couldn't have, you follow me? That's the other end of the coin. They can't
Just
get
disappear.
to you. They can't get to you.
Yeah.
Now it gives us a little time to get our action. These
Yeah.
are the moves when you have the money and the finances.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when you're doing drugs, you know, $1 to come out of your pocket is $1 that comes out of your nose. You're not going to put money up to get help. But a smart player goes to a rehab. It's like my friend. Whenever he used to get in trouble when we were kids, he shot somebody, or he got caught burning a house one time. He fakes a heart attack because that gives you 3 days. That's an old Jew trick.
Oh, right.
Fake a heart attack?
You fake a heart attack. You have to talk to nobody for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? They got to wait till you come back. They can't go into. They'll put a cop outside your door. But your attorney could still go in there and chit-chat with you. When the cops come in, we need to talk to him. He's not ready yet. You got a heart attack. Get out of here. You're going to stress him. They don't want to stress your heart. You could sue.
Right.
You follow me?
Right.
You ever see that movie with Clint Eastwood, The Enforcer?
No.
Where Clint Eastwood walks right into a fucking restaurant and the mafia's having a dinner. And he walks right up on the guy and he goes, hey, what I have in my hand is a subpoena. Tomorrow morning you're going to go to jail for the murder of Lee Syatt. And for that girl, you're here sitting with your daughter. Why don't you tell your family how you raped that girl and then dragged her and put her in the trunk of a car and killed her? There's a subpoena. I'll see you in court tomorrow night, scumbag. And he throws a subpoena. The guy grabs his heart, has a heart attack. The brother-in-law takes out a blank sheet of fucking paper. You know what I'm saying? Fucking deadly. It's one of those, the enforcers. One of those dirty Harrys. It's one of those dirty Harrys. So it's amazing the tricks you could fucking play.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The smart move. You know, when celebrities fuck up, like when they make a big public fuck up, it's always straight to rehab, no matter what.
Straight to rehab.
If they say, you know, they say something like the recorded conversation, like Mel Gibson.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, then they're like, he's got a problem. He's going to go to rehab now. It's just that tactic to like buy yourself. But now people see through it. Like when celebs do it, like when they say something crazy or racist, then they're like, I'm going to rehab. Then people now are like, that's fucking bullshit, man. That's such bullshit. We know it's a move.
Lee, we're going deep tonight. It's over.
Speaking of, I can't do any more then.
All of us will eat this thing.
No. Speaking of celebs, Tom just ran into Mike Tyson.
I did, yeah.
You run into everybody. You ran into, what's his name, the rapper a couple of weeks ago, too.
Big Daddy Kane.
Where'd you run into him at?
Dude, this was crazy. For Kane, I talk about him in my special, and I have a bit where I talk about seeing him and yelling out to him, and they put it on YouTube. So I tweeted him like, "Hey man, did you see this?" And he wrote back like, It's hilarious. Somebody told me about it. So I thought it was cool, and that was it. He tweeted me back. And then like 2 days later, I'm home, and I get a voicemail. Like I walk to the car, and I see I got a voicemail, and I check it, and it's Big Daddy Kane. And he's like, "What's up, Tom? I'm chilling over at your boy Russell's house, Russell Peters." So then Russell texted me. He's like, "Kane's over here right now. Come over to my house." And I was like, "Get the fuck out." So I drove over there. He could not be a cooler dude. He told me that his engineer, that he, like in the studio, saw the bit and told him about it, and that a bunch of people have pointed. But he couldn't have been. And now I tweet with him like all the time. He's just he's a cool dude, man.
What about Tyson? Where did you bump into that Saturday?
On a flight from LA to Pittsburgh, and man, people go nuts when they see Tyson.
Nuts.
People go nuts,
and he's great.
He's and he's gracious. He shook everybody's hand. Everybody.
He's very fucking.
And you know what? What you see is that the amount of people. People that are Joey Diaz fans. Yeah, there's a wide variety. Or let's take another another actor or artist or athlete. There's that range of person that's like your fan. With Tyson, old white ladies, fucking teenage black kids, 45-year-old white guys. In other words, everybody wants to say something to him. It's not just a certain demographic. It's the whole fucking world boarding the plane stopped and said something. They held up the fucking line to board, where the flight attendant was like, you have to keep moving, and they're like, I want to talk to Mike. Like,
I can't believe they didn't board him last.
Well, what are you going to do? Like, they can't really do anything. So we're rushing.
How funny is that? He got convicted of rape and went to prison. There's something about people when they get convicted of rape, they have a power over people, and they walk over a room. Motherfuckers like that dude went to prison for rape, Jack. I gotta shake his fucking hand. I gotta get his fucking autograph.
I doubt they brought that up when they were saying hi.
Damn, that motherfucker.
These old white guys were kissing his ass.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So crazy, man.
I've seen him at UFC. I seen when that whole thing came, when he first went to a UFC, how people going nuts. And I love him. He's an interesting guy, man. He's a very interesting guy, and it's amazing that he's prevailed.
It is.
It's amazing that he's had 22 lives. He's had tremendous pain. He lost a kid at his house. I mean, guys, you have no idea. He lost his father, his family, his trainer. He was sexually abused. That guy's always got a fucking smile on his face. And yeah, they got him on medication or whatever. When he's around too, you don't know. Like, sometimes you're looking at him going, man, this guy might snap. If he snaps.
He's got that look in his eye.
He's got that look in his eye, and that's
And by the way, he could still fucking wreck somebody.
Yeah. Really? He's in good shape?
Yeah. No, he's not in good shape for him. Like, he'd consider himself out of shape right now.
But he still has the power?
Dude, you see it. I mean, you can see. First of all, like, when he moves, it just moves his arm. Like, he has an enormous. But, he's got the walk. Like, the walk comes from. It's like a power way of walking. Like, he throws his hips the same way you get power in a punch. It's all from like the lower body, and he literally he walks. It looks like a fucking pit bull. It's like that he could absolutely, if he wanted to.
All he needs is 2 shots against you, because you might put your hand up and catch the one, and he'll just hit you in the chest, and the air's gonna go out of your chest.
Yeah,
and he's gonna come up with that fucking left hook, and that's it. And that's it for you. And that's the people that were fighters that got used to it.
Yeah.
Guys like me and you, we just go down.
I'd go down.
You just start bleeding internally.
I was talking. I talked to him about fighting for a while. He came to my show. That's the other thing. I met him on a plane, and then he came to the show. It's
that's
fucking
cool
bananas.
Shit. Yeah, that's cool.
And he hung out in the green room, and we just talked about fighting. But I was talking to somebody about, he was trained by Customato, and then the other guy that was like in the ring with him all the time is Teddy Atlas, who calls fights now on like ESPN.
He's great.
He's fantastic. And they were saying that somebody asked him, I guess on one of these shows, like, so was Tyson like this just natural, like, savant fighter, like a prodigy, like just he got in the ring and just knew how to fight? And they said that he was powerful as shit. That is natural, but he was getting hit a lot. He was getting hit all the time. And then they said that when we taught him how to slip punches, And then when he learned that, nobody wanted to fight him anymore. Like, nobody wanted to spar with him anymore. Once he knew how to slip punch, because he was getting hit a lot.
Yeah.
But once he knew how to slip punches, they were like, we had to like fucking bust people in to fight him, because everybody around there was like, oh no, I'm good, man. Like, that was.
Do they have these on tape somewhere? Because like I've never seen a Mike Tyson. I know of them and I've seen clips, but like an entire Mike Tyson fight. Do they have like just reels?
Oh yeah,
I would love to see that somewhere.
Oh yeah, man. You can, dude. YouTube has
hours.
Okay,
hours,
fights.
Hours. Yes. YouTube has a guy that probably put together just his knockouts to get you started.
Oh yeah.
Just his knockouts to get you started, and that's I got addicted to Roberto Duran on YouTube for a year.
Do you want to hear this?
Go ahead.
Okay, so, well, first of all, I meet him on the plane, and he couldn't be nicer.
Roberto Duran.
No, Tyson. And anyways, I talked to him for a while on the plane, and I give him my number, and he ends up texting me and then calling me, and then coming to the show in Pittsburgh, which is fucking bananas.
That's bananas, yeah.
And then we're in the green room, and we're talking about, I can't believe he came to my show. I'm just like asking him questions. And then we talk about workouts. And I was like, how his workouts, if you want to see something insane, it's like him work just a gym workout when he's like 18, 19, 20, 21. They're bananas, okay? Like jump rope with the bag and then the speed bag, and then the sit-ups. Like, this guy worked out. It's just like, you can't even wrap your head around it. I told him I was watching also, because different, all those boxers are just tremendous they're amazing athletes. Roy Jones Jr. do it. And then Tyson goes, nah, man, my guy is Roberto Duran. Yeah. And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, that's my guy.
That's your school of thought. Roberto Duran was a school of thought. And you could see the people you could see Tennyson people. You could see Dice people. You could see that I'm from the Dice school of thought. I'm also from the Rodney Dangerfield school of thought. Even though I love Bill Hicks or whatever, he's from the Roberto Duran school of thought, which is to go in there and fucking kill you. It's a different savage. And I know that the workouts, like I read the Duran book, and I know a lot of people who knew Duran, and it was fucking crazy. And yeah, he's got the reputation for no mas, but there's more behind that story.
Yeah, what do you think happened to boxing? Because like these fighters took over the country, like Ali, Tyson, all these people, and now it's just nowhere. It's just almost gone.
It's all peaks and valleys. In what was it? In the comedy boom was the mid '80s.
Yeah, through the '80s, and the death started in like early, like 91, 92 is when.
And everything goes peaks and valleys. Then it came back in 2000. For 10 years, it was dead. Boxing, it seems like it's been dead a little longer.
It has been, yeah.
Than 10 years, And
you know what you need, man?
What?
You need an awesome, like if Floyd Mayweather, who's, by the way, huge draw, still sells huge tickets.
Yeah.
But if he was a heavyweight, we are just obsessed with bigger and better. Yeah, bigger is always what. If he was as good as he is, a heavyweight, boxing would be even, like, way more popular.
Yeah, I mean,
we love a heavyweight. Man.
I guess that's kind of the same in UFC. Everyone likes the John Dotson and like the small guys, but everyone comes out for the like light heavyweight and up or middleweight and up. I guess
they want to see it, man. They want to see it.
Do you see the ads that are out for like it's like knockout boxing? It's like a tiny ring. It's just a circle, and there's no space, so like all they can do is just throw haymakers at each other. It's been on TV for pay-per-view. It's crazy.
Really?
It's a small ring. There's no cage. There's no ropes. So it's just
the other thing that sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
But about a guy like Tyson too, is that he knew how popular he was, and he knew that people wanted to see a show. He was aware of that, and a lot of guys who fight these days, you'll see like a lot of things about boxers now is like, I mean, a good boxer does, learn your style, learn what you're doing, and adapt and try to attack your weaknesses. But Tyson, on top of having that skill, was still aware that like not only is this arena full, but millions and millions of people, and I'm gonna go for it because I know people want to see the knockout. So even if he doesn't get it, he would go for the knockout because he knows that part of it is being a showman. That's part of being a world-class prize fighter. It's a show. You want to see. You don't want to watch a guy dance for fucking 10 rounds, do you? No. I don't want to see a guy just fucking slip and then fucking run around the ring. I want to see him go for the knockout. That's when everyone stands up.
I don't know anything about boxing, but that's one of the criticisms I heard of Mayweather Jr. is that his past few fights, he wins, but it's just he wins because he's a smarter boxer, and it's not.
He's the most skilled in that class, I think, by far. Okay. I think he's the most. So he has the skills to do whatever he wants. I think the older he gets, the more he definitely wants to keep that 0 in the loss column. And even though he could go in there and just trade punches and probably end up doing some severe damage, maybe even knock people out or down at least. I think as he knows the career is winding down, the 0 in the loss column becomes more precious. Yeah. And you go like, dude, I want to go down as no losses. I think that's in his head.
You know, it's funny how he's fighting Canelo next. Again?
Yes, you're right. Yes, it is.
And it's...
No. Canelo...
No.
Just fought.
Right.
So
I'm sorry. He's fighting the guy. He's rematching the guy.
Right.
The Argentinian.
Marquez?
No. Who's he fighting? Lee Syatt.
Man.
I'm going to look for it.
Yeah, he's rematching that dude that took him to 14 rounds or 15 rounds. That was a great fight, the Argentinian.
Yeah.
And then, but it's funny how when I was growing up...
Madonna.
It was like, you know, you had Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns and, you know, Marvin Hagler. And there was just this whole Alexis Arguello. You had these personalities. And yes, Muhammad Ali was still there, you know. But you had, it seems like it's not like that in boxing. You have 3 or 4 guys that you're basically interested in that you know of, and you do it. That's how I feel. That's how I am with boxing. I know the Klitschko
guys,
the Klitschko brothers. I know Pacquiao.
It sounds crazy, but part of it is that we're speaking as Americans in America, but we need Americans in the whatever's the biggest thing in the division for whatever sport to be the best for America to be into it.
Involved, yes.
If Team USA got to the final, won for sure, but if they even got to the finals of the World Cup, you would see a crazy boost. There's a boost that happened. More people than ever in this country watched that. Like the World Cup became more interesting to them, and soccer, and you saw the interest go up. I saw more people than ever talking about it and watching those. If that team were to go on further, you would see something crazy happen. And the same thing happens with that. The Klitschkos are bad for American fans of boxing because they don't give a shit. We know who they are, but no one cares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need Americans to fucking dominate for us to be really excited about it.
That's true. That's true. And I've noticed it even at UFC matches. I've always said the Christmas card, the New Year's card after Christmas Day, that card has to be a little bit more American than most of the cards throughout the year. A lot of people go to Vegas, they buy tickets just to go see the UFC, and they know, you want the Chuck Liddells on that card. You want the Captain America on that card. You want the Rich Franklins on that card.
For which show specific? For which one?
The Christmas show.
The Christmas
one after December 25th. This year it's January 2nd. But they usually have a December 29th show, December 28th. If you look at those throughout the year, for those to really be good, you have to stop touching the mic. Somebody keep touching the mic. I heard ba-boom, ba-boom. Move your cell phones away from the fucking mics and shit. And I've noticed it, that on those cards throughout the year, they could have Brazilians headline that card. But for that December 29th, they always like Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano would do great on that card. This year, now it's Cormier against John Jones. That's a well-known, you follow me, but they'll have Gina Carano and whatever. They want that on that. So it's just amazing the difference. And when you go to the UFCs, you hear people chanting. And I forget sometimes, USA. I'm like, why the fuck are they chanting? Oh, he's fighting a Brazilian guy. He's fighting a Chinese guy.
Well, you'll see it, too, if you do the road one. I've gone to one in Australia, and I've gone to one in Canada. And whenever they obviously bring out the fighter from that country, place goes nuts, which makes total sense.
I don't mind if they go nuts. It's when they start going USA.
Oh, yeah, well, that's different.
And now this poor little fucking Chinese guy in the UFC, he's feeling bad. He's in the ring by himself. You
feel bad about that?
I really do. It embarrasses me. Like, he's our guest. And you're making him fucking feel bad. It's bad. Let me see you fly 12 hours from your country without an octopus next to you, whatever the fuck they eat. And then you go to Vegas and you got to fucking lose 10 pounds and you got to walk and then you got to fight some guy. And while you're fighting, people are yelling USA. And you're from little fucking Hong Kong, you know. You're 5'6". You know what I'm saying? You were trained you were trained to be a butler. And here you are. People are yelling fucking USA, USA. So it bothers the fuck out of me when I go to those things. I'm like, really?
I always get uncomfortable just at that chant, honestly, anywhere. Like that, for some reason... You know, maybe it's like some weird like thing about when you're from like the most powerful country in the world, to hear people chant it at like bar. I get uncomfortable with it. You know what I mean? Like I just do. Even obviously in this country, when people are like, I feel like it's almost obnoxious. Like to be
makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just feel bad. Like, what if he's a little Jew kid? He's in there boxing.
He's a little fucking like Lee.
Like Lee, nice kid. He just
Your buddy Bisping kicked ass this past weekend. I didn't even get to see the whole thing, but I saw the end.
Oh my God, Kung Lee. You know, we were talking about that with Rich Franklin last week. Kung Lee's 42 years old. Your body is one thing.
Yeah.
You know, you never really want to accept your age. You always accept, well, I'm in great shape for 51. Great. Great. That doesn't mean I'm going to go fight somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I think after a certain age, I got to tell you something. By looking at his face, my thing comes right in. His vision, his hand coordination was completely fucking off. Or Bisping took speed tablets and you can't see his fucking hands. Look at his face. Nobody could punch you that many fucking times. Unless you, and bro, I'm telling you, your reactions go after a certain age. You think your hand's here, but it's really fucking down here. You know, he's 40 fucking 2 years old. I don't care how many TRT shots you take, unless you stick them right in your fucking eyeballs. And you can see through walls. It ain't gonna fucking help you. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you feel your hand-eye coordination change?
No, but I know it did. I know I still can't steal a basketball from you. You know, when I was fucking 16, I could lift the ball from you if you were dribbling. As soon as you left your hand, I'm on you. Yeah. I got your shorts. You're dead. I can't do that now. I can't do that. I was telling the jiu-jitsu guy yesterday, and he goes, "That's a great pass. I do this tackle pass." And he goes, "You really getting good at it." That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm 51. I can't move my foot to drop the knee in your belly. I can't do that. I tried it, and you flipped me right over. All I got is the tackle pass. That means I put your fucking ankles together, and I put this shoulder on your knees, and I work you up like a spider. And then I try to choke you, go for your fucking arm before I lay on you for 15 minutes and get my oxygen back. You know, I'm not going to lie to nobody here, but that's what works for me at this age.
Sure.
I'm 300 pounds. If I tackle pass you and pin your knees down and put my shoulder into you, I got you. You're trying to fight me sideways. It ain't going to work. I got your legs. It's over. I took your legs from you. Now I lay on top of you until you huff and puff, then I start going for your fucking arm. Whoever huffs and puffs first, the most. There was a puddle of sweat under my head. I kept looking at it. I was laying on top of the guy, but I was sideways, and the sweat was hitting. And I looked down, and it was fucking 3 inches of moisture. Jiu-jitsu, you sweat so fucking much. Plus, it was 90 fucking degrees.
Have you done it, Lee?
No, I haven't. I just started working out like 2 months ago.
Lee's on the elliptical. He's a purple belt in the elliptical.
Is that what you're doing, elliptical?
That's what I've been doing for now. But then
you ready for another edible? You're not looking high enough,
fine.
dog.
But there was like a Groupon deal for like 25 classes 15 classes for $25 right down the street. So, and Joey's been telling me to do new stuff because it's going to get boring, and it is a little bit. I mean, cardio has been working for me so far, but I figure in 15 kettlebell classes I could like learn the basic technique and then do it on my own.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't taken a class yet, but
that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to try to. Just I was on teams a little bit in high school, but I was never good. It was just I was just doing it. So a little bit of exercise. I played freshman year of football, and then I wrestled.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Lee.
But it was.
What did you play in football?
Fucking nothing. I didn't play when I was a little kid, and the first time I ever went was freshman year, and I was terrible. I think I played like 2 plays the entire year, but it was just I don't know.
Would they put you on the line?
Of course. I mean, it wasn't this big, and I can't run, but It was and I was always terrible at sports.
Where was this? What city?
Right outside of Boston, like 45 minutes outside of Boston. And the school was terrible at football.
Did you get fucking wrecked? Do you remember?
No, I mean a couple times during practice, and then okay, so one time during football practice, I almost thought I was gonna puke, and I pretended I did so I could get out of the rest of practice because it wasn't for me. But when I first started working out a couple months ago, the first time I lifted it a little bit past, like the first day I did it, I slept for 15 hours. The first time I went over, like I tried pushing myself, I had to sit in the gym locker room for like 10 minutes because I was sure I was gonna puke.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And this is in what? How old?
This is 2 weeks ago.
I'm 26.
This is 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Like a month and a half ago, yeah. But no, it's crazy how much I can do now, and it's a lot of fun. But it's just
it's awesome, man.
I was never good at it, and I know my kids are going to be terrible at it. But I think it's important to do sports, and I think even if you're going to be bad at it,
yeah, of course.
Because like I was always a bigger kid, but
you
like
were
I
bad
didn't.
at that because you never gave it a chance.
No, I was just.
I was bad at everything, but you had to give it a chance. I was horrible at fucking basketball my 6th grade year.
I'm a short Jew. What do you want me to play? We don't do anything.
Horrible. You gotta be good at something.
No.
You gotta be good at lifting weights, a strength team. We gotta put you.
You know
on
what
a
I was?
squat team.
The one thing I was happy with is I never really got pinned in wrestling. I was always able to kind of like sneak out. I would lose a lot, but I would sneak out the whole time. But do you guys have like plays you remember? I remember I was in like 2nd grade, and the highlight of my baseball career was one I hit a triple one game, and then once at second base the guy hit it right into my glove. I didn't even have to move my hand. I don't know. I have like vivid because I have so little sports.
Oh, that's why.
Highlights
For sure. I remember that plays for the same reason.
Yeah.
Man. I remember plays because our bank of them
It's so small, tiny.
I mean, I have it like basically a bank from like 4th grade through high school. But then if you talk to somebody that played college or professional, obviously like their bank of memories, you know. But like I vividly remember like certain. I remember getting a guy. Like the first, like, not just big, strong guy, but savvy. You know what I mean? By savvy, like, this dude actually figured out. On the high school level, you're not talking about, like, it's just like your pure ability. It's like, are you a really good athlete? Are you a mediocre athlete? And then you're just using your athletic. But some guys are, like tacticians, and it's really rare at that age. I remember this guy just being able to, like, read what I did, and then I remember one of his moves, like, was just to give you a head slap over your ear hole, and he was a big
in football.
Yeah, man, yeah. Those ring differently. Those fucking hurt so much more than like somebody throwing a shoulder or arm into your chest. Like he gave me the head slap on the side, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he knew what he was doing, you know, and like he knew, like he led me into it. Even like he like walked me into it, and then came around with his big long fucking arm. He was probably 6'6", you know, like 6'5", 6'6". And a big kid for a fucking high school kid, like 270, like he was a big guy. And those guys, like you don't see that every, like not every high school team has that fucking guy, you know, where he's not just like a big strong kid, but he knows like the insides of like how to figure out what you're doing. It's really rare.
Yeah.
I was terrible.
Really?
I was terrible.
We practiced basketball a lot.
I was terrible in baseball. Listen.
Wait,
the worst things to be is bad in baseball when you're Cuban. Okay, and I joined the North Bergen leagues. I joined the stickball leagues in New York. I was good in New York. The problem I always had growing up, and we never talked, so it's great. I had a big problem. Like I was great in practice,
yeah,
but I was horrible in games. So with baseball,
did you get nervous?
I don't know what it was. With baseball, I remember my highlight of baseball was winning the ball at Red Berry's baseball camp in Miami one summer. I won the in-leaguer of the week. Like I was the best
camper, yeah.
Not the camper, not the best in the team, but for the week, I was the best infielder.
Oh, okay.
I was the first baseman. I got 2 balls, and I threw a guy at second, and I got 3 hits. But then when I go to North Bergen, I'd strike out, and balls would go between my legs. And then I tried basketball. And I was fucking horrible at that. And then I got into football. And football, I showed a little promise when it was 13 to 15, because I couldn't play in high school because I was always 143. You couldn't weigh more than 135.
What?
So, yeah, in high school you had 120, not high school,
Middle school?
grammar school,
Yeah.
The Eagles and the Red Raiders. So you had to be 125 and 135 for the Raiders. I was always tall and lanky, so I couldn't fuck. And my bones were heavy, so I didn't.
You know Joey Diaz, tall and lanky.
Didn't you see the picture? You saw the pictures from freshman year?
Yeah,
no. He saw real pictures.
Another one. Okay.
With my needle shoulders. I used to have those my freshman year. And then, again, freshman year I went out and I sucked in football. But I tell you where I started to break out, karate. I would go to karate, and I went to karate so much during the week that obviously you get good. So I would go to those little 5th grade, 6th grade tournaments, point sparring, and I would do good.
Yeah.
Not as good as I do in the fucking class, though. In the class, I always had great endurance, and I always had flexibility. So I was into these nice little kung fu kicks and shit. But in tournaments, guys would kick my legs and shit like that, and it was a different game.
Yeah.
I would have to fight guys that weren't good at kicking legs. I would have to pick my bracket, and, I knew how to convince the fucking, So that's what made... Then basketball was where hard work came in. I knew I was bad, and I was so bad that I wrote to every college coach that I admired. I got a book, and I wrote to Duke, to Bill Foster. I wrote to Dean Smith.
You wrote him letters?
Wrote him letters. The guy from Syracuse, Marty Head, he's been there for 30,000 years. Not Marty, I forget what his name is. Jim
Calhoun? No, that's UConn. Boeheim.
Jim Boeheim, I wrote him a letter in 77, 78, and they all sent me packages on how to improve.
They did?
Yeah.
That's something about... There's some quality about a real coach.
These coaches all had packages at that time because they're recruits. Then I would send... I went to 5-star. First I went to Willis Reed basketball camp. Then I went to Boo's basketball camp. And then I went to another and I was really good. By the time I got to the 8th grade, people were like, what the fuck happened? It was all summer long. It was riding a bicycle with a basketball in the middle, up and down hills, go home, eat dinner, sit against the wall and eat dinner, work on my defense, go back to the court. And, I read that Jerry West took 300 jump shots a day. Done. 300 jump shots is how I started my morning. I wouldn't even go play till I hit 300 jump shots. And then I get on the bicycle and go to Union City, West New York, and you always was in front. And it's just like comedy.
Yeah.
That was the first blueprint of my comedy career. You want to get good, you got to go to West New York. You got to go in the morning. You got to wait to get picked. And once they pick you, you better hoop. Because if you don't hoop, they're never going to pick you again for another year. Oh, we had that white motherfucker. He can't hoop. I used to take a bus to Hoboken. I used to fucking go everywhere. And then we started going into the city. Fuck it. Freshman year, 3 white boys. Let's go into the boogie down. We go up there, get a nickel bag, smoke a fucking number, and play with the black dudes. But you had to cover your ass for them to have your back. If you didn't do well or you started trouble, you couldn't come back. So that's how I did it.
So you were playing ball in the city doing this shit?
Fuck yeah. All the way. Then once I went to freshman year, the dream got fucked up. I smoked some reefer. I did a little crystal THC. And I went to see the New Barbarians with Mick Jagger and with Ron Wood and the New Barbarians. And that was it.
That's fucking badass. Joey running the courts in fucking the Bronx.
Do you guys remember the worst that you ever did?
Would you guys play for money?
Once I didn't play high school ball anymore, I would play for money in the afternoons buying hashways. $10, $20, and I would always be like, I'm hurt. I'm not doing this no more. So guys would always, like the guys in the bar, would have a couple drinks, and we'd get them for $1 a blow and shit. And one day it was a situation. The guy went to his car and got a chain.
Jesus.
He said we what do you call that when you set people up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were
a ringer or something.
Yeah, we were ringers. We would set motherfuckers up. But I remember one time being out of high school and being a drug dealer and a criminal and going to a party in Secaucus. And me and some guys were at a party hanging out, and these guys come up to us, hey, you want to play? Yeah, 50 a game. And I'm like, and they're looking at me like, let's tear these motherfuckers up. It was a 7-point game. They scored 7 unanswered points and took our money. We just got in the car and went home. We couldn't even believe it. These guys were sensational.
Where was it?
Irish guys in Secaucus.
Really?
These white dudes just took it. What the fuck? All right, 1-0. 2-0. And here's the crazy thing, guys. We were 18, 19.
Yeah.
These guys were men. These guys are like 28. Just took our fucking $50. We went home depressed as fuck.
Crazier when, like, I used to play a lot of basketball. Like, basically up until high school. And then I started again in college. So, like, I didn't play that much in high school after freshman year. And what's even crazier, I feel like, is, like, when I was, like, 22, and I probably got in the best shape I'd ever been in playing basketball all the time. And I played a game against two. It was me and a guy who was like 30-something against two sophomores in high school, two 15-year-old kids. And they were unfucking believable. Like, I was like, oh shit, like, we're like old guys. And I was 22 at the time. And I was like 190. I was running, working out, playing ball all the time, pickup games all the time. And those two kids the kid that I covered was at least 4 inches shorter than me and was jumping like a full foot higher than me. Like, it was crazy to see somebody kick your ass like that who's 15 years old.
You know, it's amazing how I blame a lot of things. Basketball broke my heart when I didn't really attain the goals I wanted in basketball. It really fucked with me for a long time.
Really?
And I think that when I started comedy, I used the same work ethic, and I knew what I had to do not to fail like I did with basketball. Like, I took basketball too seriously, and when I hit the first hurdle, I said, that's it. I can't take the heartbreak.
Really?
You know, I let it go. And listen, would I have been in the NBA? No. Would I had stopped doing drugs? No. But I would have had something. I would have played those 4 years. I would have had something. My life, I don't know. I just, a friend of mine called me last week and said that he hadn't felt this bad in 30 years. He took his kid to college. And this guy's successful. You know, he's a friend of mine. He's got 3 kids. He said it didn't bother him when he took his older daughter as much as this daughter, because he realized what he didn't do with his life. And I totally understood. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I went and did a college somewhere, and I'm like,
yeah,
I wish I had the chance to come back to fucking here. As much as I know now, like I always tell Lee, when you go to interviews for editing, they don't talk to you about Emerson College. No. Nobody asks you about your college education. To me, because I didn't really get it the proper way, I always felt fucking guilty.
Yeah.
Like, if I knew now, like I was telling my wife today, I was telling my wife about this, how I got this call and we were talking, and she goes, you know, I feel the same way when I was talking to my niece about her classes. Like, I would have done it different. I took it from the dog. When I went to college, they would give it away to minorities in Boulder. I was getting money from that fucking student union on a whim, just on a phone call. You got my credit app, right? Just give me another $25.50. I decided to take a chemistry class and shit. It was amazing. And I feel bad that I didn't take advantage of all that. I was a CUOP student, which meant that if I kept a 2.0 grade average, they would allow me to fucking stay in school. And I kept that, but they had free tutoring. They had all these services that you had to pay for, the student services I got for free. I didn't take advantage of that shit. I didn't belong to a fraternity, which I knew I wouldn't, but who knew? Maybe there's a criminal fraternity. Maybe there's a fraternity of fucking gangsters or fucking ex-felons or potential felons. I don't fucking know. But I missed that whole experience. You had it. Bert had it. You had it. And not to have it, you feel, or I had it to a degree. I'll tell you, when I first walked on the University of Colorado, I forgot about everything bad I had ever done in my life. Like, it had absolved me.
Just by getting there?
Just by taking the 2 fucking classes the first time. It changed my life. It gave me more esteem at that time.
It helped big time.
Yeah, because when I quit high school my freshman year, my senior year in September, because I had to get a job. But I went back in December, and I took all my courses, and in June they came to me and they go, you know, you're 3 credits short. You can't graduate, but you got to go to summer school. I got to tell you something. I'm not going to summer school. And you motherfuckers are a bunch of cocksuckers, because I played track, I played basketball, and I played freshman football. They go, give me 3 credits for each one. I go, they've done it before. They were like, nah, we don't think so. Okay, you motherfuckers. So I didn't really get my diploma. When I got arrested, no. When I went to Colorado Mountain College, I had gotten too many credits, so they told me I had to take my credits to a different school. So I went to the University of Boulder, continuing ed. Once I took like another 30 credits there, they were like, you have too many credits to be in continuing ed. You got to register into the fucking college. And I'm like, I'm never going to get into the fucking college. They go, well, you have no choice. You can't keep coming back here, and we're going to stop giving you money. That was the magic word. Money is my motivator, motherfucker. What do I need to do? Well, you need to come with your high school transcript. So I went and got a high school diploma. Took my SATs. I did all that shit. At 23 or something, I did all that shit. You follow me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. And I got in, bro, when they gave me my first check, the first time I looked at my schedule, I had tears in my eyes. Like, that was one of the happiest days of my life.
Why?
Because I had made my mother proud, you know? This is the University of Colorado. This ain't no fucking community college of fucking Denver.
It was a big deal for you to go there.
This was a big deal for me. I didn't want to go there. Me, I'd rather be a Duke, Jack. You know me, I'd rather be a Kentucky fucking Blue Devil or fucking Boston College. But Boulder, I got in. They accepted me. And I walked around. I took classes there, and then I got in trouble. Once I got the felony, I went back. I shouldn't have said nothing. I should have just dropped out. But see, I opened my mouth. And I went to the guy. I had my family go to the guy who got me in there and tell him the truth. And he was goody two-shoes. He goes, well, I don't know if we could have him back on the campus with the felonies, especially for kidnapping and drugs. I know the drugs are definitely out. Kidnapping, they might let him on. We got football players that have done worse. You know. So that's what happened.
Wow.
But I regret not like having, and I've told you, we've had this conversation that it breaks my heart that when you go for an interview now, and even you went to college.
Yeah, I did.
Had a great degree, and you're a fucking comedian.
I know.
But, like, sometimes a guy like me would go, look at fucking Segura, that fucking Momo. 5 years to become a comedian. I bet his fucking father's happy he paid for that shit. But it was an experience for you.
It was an experience.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to a tiny school called Lenore Ryan College in Hickory, North Carolina.
Damn.
Yeah, it's small as fuck. You know why I went there? It's the only school that let me in. I had such a bad high school transcript, like bad GPA. I had decent SAT, but bad GPA. I couldn't get in anywhere. They let me in, so it was the only place. I applied, got in, but it was an experience because I still have friends today from then, which I
fuck yeah
think is great. And
yeah.
You know, I used to complain a little bit about it, about like how it was such a small school. Because in my mind, going to college was like movies, like
Animal House, yeah,
yeah. And I was like, my expectations were like, you know, a stadium for the football team, an undergrad of like just at least 10,000, if not 30,000 undergrad. And I thought it would just be like what you see college would be like. It was that, like, shrunk down to like, you know, less than 2,000 undergrad. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
it's just a different experience, and it wasn't the experience that I was expecting. So
yeah,
I thought it was.
I treated college like it was basically like a business sort of thing.
Where'd you go?
Emerson College in Boston.
In Boston, yeah.
It's big for film and writing, and it really helped me when I got out here. But I didn't have any friends. I don't have any friends from college because I went and I should have went to Drexel in Philly. It didn't have as great of a program. But
for what? What did you go for? Film,
video, stuff like that.
You went for 4 years?
Yeah, well, 3. I did it in 3 because I hated it.
Didn't it have some comics gone to Emerson?
Probably. Oh, Leno, and Henry Winkler, and but yeah, I mean, it was great for that. But like I went to visit my friend at Dickinson, and it's not even that big, but it has
Dickinson. Jersey?
No, in
Dickinson,
right by Philly, and it has like the big brick buildings and the rolling hills and football games, and this one was like all the hipster kids you see, and they're all talking about the French movie they saw, and I hated it. But yeah. I mean, I'm glad I did it because now, like, my dad was in radio for all those years and worked in restaurants, but he dropped out of college after like 2 weeks because he had a job and it just didn't make sense. But you can't get any job now, like anything.
You know what?
At all. You
know the other thing that I don't always realize that college serves for though is like you go there. And it helps you realize in a safer setting shit that you don't want to do as an adult. And I think I kind of figured out by going to all these structured things that I didn't want to work in structure. Like work with like get up and go to work.
I guarantee if they go to every fucking senior before they graduate and go, do you want to really go into the field you studied in college and you got this degree on? I'd really be surprised what the percentages are.
It's got to be.
Kids are fucked up.
Yeah.
Kids that didn't know what they were getting because I don't think a kid's prepared to make a life decision
at 18,
20 and 18.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what really fucking helped me. More than college, I'll tell you what really fucking helped me. And every day I think about it, I'm like, wow, with car sales.
Yeah.
That helped you figure it out?
When I sold cars in college, it really sped up everything I thought came in. You know, you go to jiu-jitsu, they teach you a technique. But when you go to do it to Lee, they don't tell you that Lee's going to hide that arm. Lee's not just going to leave the arm. It's like anything else when you go to karate class. He's going to throw a punch. The punch is going to land here. You're going to hook the arm, and you're going to hit him in the rib. He's like, no, it's not going to happen that way. He's going to wear a shirt, and your hand's going to get caught. So it was really weird that you heard all these things about business. You spoke to people. And once you discovered belly-to-belly sales, that stayed with me forever. I learned more from those criminals on how to treat people and how to carry myself in business. Little things. When you buy a T-shirt from me, I write you a letter. I got that from selling cars. When you came to see me, the first thing when you got home the next day, you got a letter from me. Because I knew the other guy wasn't sending you a letter. He was going to call you and tell you there was a sale. That's great. I'm going to send you a letter and thank you. You know, and it just taught me little things, follow-up calls. Lee and I were talking about a sponsor earlier, and we were talking about our plan of attack. That plan, I didn't get that from a book. I didn't study marketing in college. I got that from selling cars. The strategy, there's a strategy to things, you know. And it was just really, and I worked at a place in Boulder, which was really decent. You know, if they were on Yelp today, they'd have like a high fucking Yelp because that was their thing. They knew to get the good cars, you had to have a good CSI, a customer service index, at that time. So they specialized in that. They weren't thieves. They wouldn't throw your keys on the thing. If you told them you were unhappy, they'd give you the keys right back. You do that at Douglas Toyota in Arvada, they'll fucking stab you. You'll have to talk to 18 people before you get your car back from a trade. What car? The Volkswagen. I just gave it from appraisal. We don't know no Volkswagen. They make you buy the car because they hide shit from you. This place was legit. And I learned so much from those white dudes. They were fucking Mormons.
Really?
The one, and he used to call me the renegade. He loved me. He used to call me the renegade because he goes, "You always go off against the people I don't like." I love it. I don't even have to do my job.
Really?
If they're a scumbag, you sniff them out. I loved this Subaru place. That was the first car I sold.
You could sniff out the scumbags quick, I bet.
Yeah, until today, I still drive a Subaru because of that job.
Really?
I am sold on Subaru because of that job. Because how many cars I sold, and how many people's faces would come back and go, "Hey man, a week after you sold me a car, remember that Blizzard we got? I was in the car with my daughter and we spit off the road. If I would have had my old car, I would have been dead right now. That Subaru you sold me fucking had the extra." So I felt good about what I sold. I really did feel good. I remember when I got arrested, I was at a Chrysler store, and I went back. That Chrysler store was 8 drug dealers that would lie to you about fucking everything. I couldn't fucking believe it. They would lie to old people. It used to drive me fucking crazy. Like I had even when I was a crazy criminal, I didn't see. You know, it was a Dodge store. Old people buy fucking Dodges and Chrysler LeBarons and shit like that. Chrysler LeBaron, what a piece of shit that fucking car was.
We had one when I was growing up.
If you slammed the car door, everything would break. The tire on the other side would go flat. You're like, what the fuck? I slammed this door. I didn't like that. I didn't like lying to customers. I didn't like hiding from customers. I wanted to sell you something and for you to come back the next day and say, "Joe, you fucked up." And be like, "Hey, fucking happens every day. Let's go fix it." Instead of hiding from you, you know? The Subaru place, they all wore sandals. They ate granola. They were Buddhists. But those guys were pulling down. I was pulling down in college. I was pulling down anywhere from $7,000. I think about that.
A week or a month?
A month. $7,000
in high school
to 10. I was 24 years old, and I was making $7,000 to $10,000 a month off the bat. Like the first day I fucking started, that first month was like I got a check for $4,900. I was like done. Plus I walked with like $1,000 and get every time you sell a car. So they took that out of the check and I flipped out. But then I figured out how taxes were paid.
I always wondered, so like let's say you bought a car for $10,000. How much does the salesman get?
Okay. In these days, this day you got, I forget what it was. But in those days, if you sold a Subaru, a mini deal was $100. But after the person left, you got a kit, and you called the Subaru dealer and they'd send you a check from $250 to $700. You get that every Thursday. So I wouldn't give a fuck. If you came to me and said, "Joey, I got a car for $1,660, I could do that. I knew I was going to make $100 and $250 on the back end. So that's $350 a car. I could do the paperwork in 15 fucking minutes. You follow me? There's so many type of deals. And there's, okay, I have a used car. We have 6,000 in it. You come in and buy the car for 10. That means we made $4,000 profit. I get 30% of that. So what's 10%? 4, so I get $1,200 to sell that fucking car. I sell 10 or 12 of those.
Fuck.
Okay, then if you sell 7 cars, you get a $500 bonus. If I would go into a car lot and you'd say to me, "Oh, Joey, by the way, the Jeep, the '89 Jeep with 10,000 miles, anybody who sells that on a Saturday, now look, when I go to work on a Saturday, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to snort coke. I just don't want 1 gram. I need an 8 ball. I need my dick sucked. I need a couple Coco Locos at Red Robin. I need to buy the bartender a shot. I got a chance there. I'm going for the short nickel. If you tell me that if I could sell that table, I get $500, even if I sell it at cost, just to get it out of here. If Tom Segura comes in, he goes, "I want a picture of Charles Bronson." Even though I got a picture of Charles Bronson right there, I'm going to sell him that fucking table. Anybody who comes in, "Hi, I'm looking for a truck." Let me show you this fucking car I got, but it's not a truck. It's beautiful. You give a fuck what it is. You want a deal, right? I can sell you that for cost. Let's take a look at people go, "I came in here for a Subaru wagon. You're showing me a sedan." I don't give a fuck. It's my world. I would sell you that fucking sedan. That's a salesman. That's what that's what you fucking do. I wouldn't pound her. I'd just tell her that's the car for you, and I make her drive it. Once they drive it, I got you 50%.
Really?
My job is to push the envelope, make you drive. If you don't drive the car, you're not gonna buy it.
But if you drive it,
boom. That's down number 1. Number 2, once you fill out that credit app, I got you. But I never let you fill out the credit app. I always took it from you and asked you questions. Because by asking you questions, you're devouring me your fucking information. Plus, I offer you a water. So it's a psychological game. By offering you that water now, you owe me something back. Once we take the ride, I go, "Is there terms we could do?" Yes, there are. I go inside, I get a credit app, and I get a fucking Foursquare. Most fucking idiots will just give you the credit app and say, "You fill this out." You're dead. I fill it out. So now I get you involved. And now I got you under a spell. I'm just asking you questions. What's your address? What's your mother's maiden name? Syatt, but she's a Russian Jew. Whatever the fuck you're going to tell me. What's your shoe size? I got you. It's just a trance.
That's what the last car I bought, the guy filled it out for me.
Aren't you like right now ready to fucking fill one out for him?
Who the fuck do you think you're dealing with here? You want me to teach you how to do this?
I'm ready to buy
from
Joey.
I get that fucking pen. I get that pen, right?
Yeah.
I get that pen. I go, "Lee, what are we doing today?" Okay, well, I'd like to buy the Subaru. The Subaru costs $18,000. I need 10% deposit today. That's $1,800. What payments would you like? A month. I was looking for $250. And what's the term? What do you got? You got a car? Yeah, I got a '62 fucking LeBaron. That's worth $300, all right? Right. So here you go. The car is 18. I need 1,800. How much down do you have? I have 1,000. We'll take it. You just committed to 1,000. I got you for 1,000. Right? Boom. Sign right there. What do you want to make a payment a month? $250. So if I get you a car for $250 a month, you'll buy it? Yeah. Boom. Sign right there. You got a car deal. Boom. I come back and I pound you. All right. By the way, the $250 is for fucking 19 years. 18,000. My boss said I looked at your credit app. I need 3,000 down because that's profit. They're always going for down payment.
Okay.
That's profit. That's their profit.
So don't do down payment?
A nickel into debt. Get it done. I got good credit. What's the down payment for? Nickel into debt. Give them 10%, but nickel into debt. Boom. What do you want to pay a month? $250. Boom, boom, $250. All this shit is I'm trancing you and I'm confusing you. This is a confusion right here. So $300 against my 18,000. Well, can't you give me a little more? My mother-in-law's a Swami, and she said my car is worth $1,200. I'll give you $15. Who gives a fuck? I own the car for $14,800. So I got $3,100 in it, correct? So I got $3,100 in it. You want $11 for your fucking so if I give you $11 for your car, you got a deal. Yeah, I just made $2,000 on it.
Jesus. So when you go
plus the financing.
Yeah.
So when I used to work in New York, I used to get a piece of the financing. So I'd work you for financing.
Oh, so you don't pick people up in cash?
I get like a point of the financing. If you finance $20,000 at 10%, I get a half a fucking point. Plus, you need insurance. I know this guy will come down here sell you insurance. At the end of the week, that guy brings me an envelope for $300 for getting you an insurance with him because you need a binder. You just moved here from Boston, yeah? You need a binder. Let me get you a binder for today. It's free.
So when you go in to buy a car now, you just like, listen, I know all the or do you just like let it happen?
It's all the same. It's all the same. Whether you're selling a car, a boat, a house, a prostitution, it's all the same. You could be a Puerto Rican and go in there and go, "Hi, I'm gonna sell you my pussy. It's $100 and $125 around the world." Or you could go, "Listen, let me tell you something. Like guy that sucked my pussy, his tongue turned fucking purple. It was so fucking good, all right? My asshole, I shave it 3 times a day just in case the crop pops back up. My titties, nobody's ever sucked them. But for tonight, for you, because I like it because you're Jewish, you're going to suck my titties. But the package is $300. And you're going to go, why did I pay $300 to this bitch that just charged me $125 down the corner? It's amazing. That's why I always tell people, you run into a salesman.
Yeah.
You run into a fucking salesman. That's it.
That's great.
Everybody learned something tonight. Let me give some shout outs. You know how we drop knowledge.
Fuck yeah, man.
We ain't got time to fuck. I don't want you people going out there and taking for your money. You got to learn, cocksuckers. You got any problems, email me. What's the email? Beauty and the Beast, whatever the fuck it is.
Or just go to joeydiaz.net.
Just go to joeydiaz.net and email me. Tom Segura, put the text away. Tell Dave Beckett you call him back in an hour.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to Miguel, Popeye Barrow, Gus Casanova, Tom G, Cody Tadeo, DC Smitty, Tommy Heater, and my main man fucking Bergie, always showing up with an Armenian fucking present for me, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me, Tom. Oh shit, look, it's Monday. We have to do something for my mother.
What up?
I was playing a little music for my mother on Monday, something for the spirits.
That's nice. That's good.
Who wants to finish this brownie? What are we doing? You can't walk
I
on
am
one
not
leg.
doing that. I like it.
So are you nervous about tomorrow, Joey?
Do I look fucking nervous?
I don't know.
You see nerves here?
I gotta be honest with you, when Tommy was talking before, I got a little nervous.
Why?
I just thought about it. It just hit me that I was going to surgery in 6 or 7 hours, you know. And it's a little, you know, just a little.
Yeah.
For a guy like me, it just takes away your breath for a minute. But I'll be fine. No big deal. You go into their professionals, you know, medicine's a lot different than what it was 30 fucking years ago. I mean, they do this shit now. You know, this guy's the Raiders doctor. I'm his last surgery for the year.
Really? For the year?
That's it.
And then he just goes
He just
be
goes
on
to
call
the
for the
Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, right.
So yeah, on Sunday nights, when you see them getting off, like you see fucking Johnny, you see the guy getting Johnny, what's his name? Johnny Football getting
Johnny
carried
Manziel,
off.
yeah.
When he goes in, the general president goes, get the 2 Jews down to assess the situation. Listen, we got $3 million a year invested in this fucking Manook.
Yeah.
I got $3 million invested in this Manook, and he's fucking lifting off game number 3. Get the fucking 2 Jews down there. And they come down, you're like, and the 2 Jews come in, they look at your arm, it's broken, call upstairs, it's broken. When can we do it? Monday at 8 a.m., too late. This guy got $3 million of them. He's going to heal by next fucking week. And then they got to break the news to you. All right, the president. So can I go back to Kentucky? I want to go to my family doctor. That's negative.
Negative.
Negative. As a matter of fact.
You know why? Because we fucking own you.
We own you. You're in the route right now. They're prepping your fucking bed right now. But I want to hug the kid. They ain't no kids. We're the Jews. When they send us, it's all over. It's like the next is the wolf, and they just shoot you. So you either come with us peacefully, or they send fucking, and you go, and they cut you that night. They cut you Monday morning. That's what he does. Monday morning, a knee, a shoulder, a neck. That's it.
Out, yep.
By Sunday night, they're already assessed the situation. They're calling the hospital going,
We need the Jews.
We need the Jews. We got nine fucking savages that all weigh over 300 pounds coming in for knees, necks, arms, elbows, and you go from an elbow to a foot, and by Tuesday, everybody's all right, and by fucking Friday, you're jumping up and down. And by the next week, they got you eating bananas and protein shakes, and you're back out there, dog. They don't give a fuck about your ailment. They don't. That's pro football.
Right.
So he doesn't have. He was telling me he can't. And he's been working with him for 30 years. He goes, there's only one guy that's scarier than needles than you. La Zato. He goes, that guy used to cry. He goes, I saw him cry one time before a blood test. Really? Cry. And then he became the steroid guy. Because I'm telling you, I can't fucking do it. Tomorrow.
You can't do needles?
No. The only thing I'm dreading tomorrow is the intravenous, the IV.
Yeah.
They're going to stick it in my hand. But I tell them early, listen, don't fuck
I
with
laugh every time I get blood drawn. I laugh really hard.
Why?
It's just an automatic response. It's the only thing, I'm serious, like, that I can think of in the world, like in life, that has ever done that to me, where as they put it in and start taking out, I start getting super giddy, like it's like a weird way of I think it's just my way of adapting to seeing the blood come out. I start
You look
laughing.
at it?
I start laughing like a maniac. Yeah, I look at it and I
I
start
am
laughing.
a fucking nightmare.
Really?
But I'm good now. Like last week I went for the pre-op. Like to me that was the toughest thing of this whole physical, was the pre-op. So I went to you want one of these?
No.
You keep looking at it like something's there. Me and Lee gonna pop one.
No, we're not.
Oh, man.
To experiment on the way home. Anyway, I went to the pre-op. They did all this. They touched your balls, the back, the X-rays, the EKG. Then he goes, you got to do a piss test and go get blood. Even though I trust these people, I still get that little scared for a minute. And then she comes and gets me, and right away I told her, she goes, you want to sit down? Fuck no. I'm going to lay down. I always put Santana on. Santana, the Foo Fighters. I always got to have them too.
The Foo Fighters?
Yeah, the one song. Best of You. Gotta have it on. And she comes in, she dumps the bed down a little bit, and they rub the kid stuff, and they get the kid's needle. Oh, I work them. I know all the I tell them, listen, get the kid's needle and get the liquid cocaine from the back, not the shit you give with the Russians. I want the good shit. They come in, they rub it, she ties my arm, I look the other way, I breathe, I prepare myself, I just breathe. It's that needle when it gets slipped in. If the needle gets slipped in like a savage, I'm going down.
Really?
Yeah, but if they just, like, there's some women out there that you don't even feel it. I
Yep.
feel it after a minute. I feel a little lightheaded, and then by the time I'm breathing, I feel the strap come off. That means you're done. I feel like going like that with my arm, and by that time, I'm just, the music, and I'll take it off, and I go, you're a bad motherfucker. Because I didn't feel dick.
Yeah.
And I used to faint at night. Like when I thought I had the blood clot in my leg, I went to the hospital, I took blood, I didn't faint at night. Went out. So it's been very good the last year.
How about catheters? Have you ever had that in, like, for...
Oh, I just did a colonoscopy on August 4th, and it was nothing. Again, I felt the needle a little bit. It was just hot in there.
When I was hospitalized, like, years ago when I OD'd,
Yeah, that's right.
you wake up and everything's... You don't remember them putting anything in. So I had a catheter in. But I didn't... It was fine. I didn't feel anything. But a nurse tripped over the tube. And I was like, oh, like I screamed. I was like, what the? Because she goes, it's not supposed to go like that. That was her apology. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I stepped on it. That's why it, like, yanked on you. It was the fucking most painful thing. And her way of handling it was just not supposed to go that way.
I think I knew that.
I don't like any of that shit. I deal with it because it's a part of life. You can't, not.
That was colonoscopy.
The colonoscopy, the milkshake of death, you shit. It's heavy duty.
Uh-huh.
But I prepared myself. I ate fruit the whole week. I ate high fiber stuff. Mm-hmm. I tried to push out the existing stuff. I sweat a lot. You got to take care. A lot of oatmeal, a lot of apples. So when I drank the first potion, it loosened me up. The second one, they say, is the worst one. It's like tasting, the drink is fucking horrendously bad. But if you put limeade in it, and mix it up. What's that shit?
The whatever
powder.
it's called.
The powder that they put in water, liquid, whatever, lemonade, whatever the fuck it is. It's not bad. You drink it and you get down there. The needle, I felt it in my hand. I told her, I felt it. I got hot. It took me a while to get my temperature back. And then they put you out and you wake up and they give you a fucking folder to go. And when you're looking at it, just pictures of your asshole. They give you a camera. They show you the camera from beginning to end. They show your asshole wrapped up, the camera going into your asshole and the tubes and everything and testing. Pretty interesting, man. It's hey, listen, I'm 51 years old.
You got to do it,
I'm
man.
very lucky
course.
that I know people at my age already that I went to school with and stuff that are either not here or they've had long stays in hospitals, which is mind-boggling.
You got to go every year to this stuff, man, and get these tests done. At your age, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something you said still scares me, and I saw it again today. Because right before I started working out and stuff, you said, like, you got to let your blood drain through your legs. And ever since then, I keep seeing really big guys with, like, the permanent bruises and, like, the skin eating away on their
It's the most horrific thing.
I was there with my girlfriend at the grocery store. This dude was walking around, didn't even have pants on. He had just gym shorts, and was picking up bags of Lay's chips with his legs literally rotting away. And I was like, what is happening?
Like, you see it all the time.
Yes.
Where you want to go, like, why is it okay for you to show me that? Like, where these dudes have, like, it's their leg is like a tree trunk.
Yeah.
Where there's no like, it's all the same size from fucking his thigh to his ankle, and there's like these crazy open bloodlines, open sores.
Oof.
You know how I've worked to get my ankle that skinny?
Yeah.
But I do the same shit every night.
You work.
I get on my ass, pop my legs up.
Yeah.
I split, I do a V. I could fucking V on the wall now because I've been doing it. I pick my legs up, I creep, I go to the side, I suck all this in, and I do the other side. And that helps you go to the bathroom. That's good for your digestive tract, cleans your kidneys. It's yoga shit. But the best move is your feet up because the blood goes down. And now it gets processed instead of getting purple in your fucking feet.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't do nothing, if you put your feet up and watch fucking daytime football all fucking day and eat chips, that blood ain't going nowhere.
Do you go like vertical on them? Like
I go vertical, the whole thing. Those are all yoga.
How long do you have to hold that for?
10 minutes. And then you just let it drop and breathe. And the more uncomfortable you breathe through the pain. And you breathe the pain away. And you breathe it. And every day you'll get more and more flexible. But you're getting that blood to go down. And then you put your feet on and you do bridges and all that shit to help. My main purpose of acupuncture is to open the chakras and to keep that blood going. You know, the way I read it was they smoke more in China than they do here. The reason why they stay alive is Tai Chi and the acupuncture. The cancer rate is lower in China because of the fucking the circulatory. It's very important. Mm-hmm. That's the number one thing. You know, I have friends that they're fucking their ankles, and that's the first sign of anything. That's it. That's the first fucking sign.
The ankle?
These people you see at the airport walking around for you want to grab them and go, "Are you fucking serious?" I saw one with a tattoo. I don't know what it is with people with fat fucking legs that are purple putting that parrot on their leg. That's going to throw you off. That money you spent for the ink, you could have spent that 24-hour fitness for a fucking trainer. You know, so you got your fat friend saying it's a cool parrot. Look at your fucking vein. Wait till the parrot blows. His head blows the fuck up. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. Yeah. That's my main thing of going to acupuncture. My insurance covers it, so I gotta go. They don't cover all the visits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I work something out with it. Yeah. That's why, for my circulation.
That's good.
Because you have to. You know what my ankles were like when I was 4'18" when I did the longest yard?
You were 4'18"?
When I did the longest yard, I was 4'18" right there.
Jesus.
Look at my stomach. Look at that. Laying down, it was a foot away from me.
I gotta go look closer.
Laying down, it was a foot up in the air.
Really?
I couldn't breathe. Right there, that scene was killing me right there at that point. At that point, I already had the sleep apnea, but even the machine wasn't really helping me. I was sleeping 6 hours a night, a lot better than what I was doing. But I read up, and that's the whole thing, is that sleep apnea doesn't bring a lot of blood to all your parts. So people who have sleep apnea, they say they have a higher thing of getting cancer.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go to acupuncture and get everything clear, get those chakras open, get those blood veins going. That's so important to me. You don't know how many times I do that in the daytime. I just hang my feet up on the wall. You put your ass to the wall. Mm-hmm. Your ass has to, so you have to sniggle in there and then flip over and put your feet up and just leave them there. Shit. Put the TV on and just leave them there. It's a great fucking move. And I'm not a yoga teacher. I'm just some fat fuck that's trying to learn. How you doing, Lee Syatt? What do you got going on? We're gonna do another show Wednesday night. It's an 8 o'clock show. Post fucking surgery. I'm still going up the stairs. Are you gonna do it then?
Really?
Post surgery. Fuck, not too.
You're an animal.
I'm doing the surgery tomorrow.
You're an animal.
Tomorrow night I'll sleep like a baby. I got these things. I got a couple vodka martinis. Lee's gonna bring some of his bitches over to give me a little
Wednesday you do it.
Wednesday I'll get a good night's sleep. I got to take a Puerto Rican shower. I'm gonna be disgusting.
For how long?
Until I get the stitches out.
How long is that?
Thursday morning at 10:15.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck.
Thursday morning, 10:15. The stitches go on. The way home, I go to Toluca Lake, sign up for the fucking physical therapy. From there, I go to the YMCA and do 5 minutes on the bike, and it's on after that. After that, you're gonna see like Rocky drinking fucking eggs, running on fucking the street here like a savage. I don't want to hear no excuses. What's up with you? What's going on with you? Tell me something.
I'm doing my fucking pods, you know.
Okay.
I'm doing my shows. So
how's the wife?
She's great. She's great, man.
Fucking savage.
She's a savage. She's hitting the road every all the time, almost every week, and then we're doing our podcast, and you know, just trying to
Put the pieces together.
Yeah, dude. Same thing.
You look good.
Thanks, buddy. I'm going to Hong Kong. I'm going to do that comedy festival. So that should be fun.
Hong Kong Comedy Festival?
Yeah.
Who's doing it with you?
The show I'm on has Pete Lee and Chad Daniels. So
What about your wife? She don't go to Hong Kong?
she's not going to Hong Kong. No.
What type of fucking pimp are you? That's where you take your wife to Hong Kong.
No, because the schedule's crazy. We were going to do it, and then the schedule came out, and it's like, once we're there, we're on planes, and it's a week, so it'd be like Hong Kong, a day, Singapore, which is a 4-hour flight, another day or two there, fly back. It's not like, hey, enjoy Hong Kong for a week. It's plane, another plane, a ferry, another, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't think it's very chill or conducive to, I want to go for like a
holiday.
Yeah. Proper rest.
But you going to Hong Kong? When was the last time you went to Hong Kong?
I've never been to Hong Kong.
Be fucking thankful, cocksucker. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me, dude. Thank you for having me here.
You're fucking family. I've been calling you for 2 years. 2 years. We've been saying Tom Segura, get him on. We got his wife, Lee's
Fucking
face.
48 hours of I'm on the road right now too much. I'm gonna try to change. I am changing it. Like starting in November.
You're in Denver this weekend. At
Denver.
The Comedy Works.
Right. Then the festival. Then September 18th, I'm doing the Fort Lauderdale one night only. Christina and I together.
Okay.
So
you're flying down and coming right back.
No, I'm gonna stay there a week, hang with the family, then Orlando Improv, and then I do a bunch of like one-nighters and stuff the rest of the year.
Doug, I'm on the same fucking. I'm rehabbing this leg. This thing starts September 18th. Brea, New York, Denver.
Yeah.
Portland, San
But
Francisco.
the key with I always see this with you, and that's what I'm trying to do more of, is you have your absolutes, like you're not doing Sunday, and you're not gonna you're gonna take your break if you want it, if you need it. You know, that's the important thing to do, I think, is you gotta plan out shit more. You know what I mean? So
I'm not 28.
Right.
I want to give you the best show possible. I want to give you the best that I could be. If I'm tired or my leg hurts,
then it's hard to
or
do.
I'm thinking about something else, I'm not going to give you the best show I can. On a Saturday night, I'm not thinking about nothing else. On a Friday, I'm not thinking about nothing else. On a Thursday, I'm not thinking about nothing else. On a Sunday, I'm thinking about my family.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about how I should have dinner with my family. That's what families fucking do on a
I
Sunday.
love going home on a Sunday.
But no, I got to sit here and do a show for 85 fucking people because the club owner said last Sunday they were fucking packed. We had a bunch of reservations, so I kept you over. Listen, in July and August, no more. You're not going to do tickets no more. Joe had a great weekend in Denver. That's Joe in Denver.
Yeah,
But
sure.
majority of comics right now, anywhere where there's cold weather, people don't want to be put in a fucking building now till September. People in Buffalo, Syria, those people don't want to.
Yeah, it's going to be much
comedy
slower,
club.
for sure.
You know, so there's a reason for that. I'm not out to waste nobody's fucking time. I want to give you the best possible show I can give you. I will wake up early at 3 o'clock and get on a plane. Lee knows this. Everybody knows this about me. We bumped into airports before.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to be rested. You know, and 10 years ago, you come see me, and you get a guy that hadn't slept in 3 fucking nights.
Yeah.
2 from doing blow and 1 night from doing radio. The first night you get there. You live in L.A. You're in fucking Miami. The first night, you're on a 3-hour difference. You know, even if you don't do blow, you're just sitting there till 5, and they're picking you up at 6 to do radio. Because you usually go to L.A. to sleep at 2.
That's the crazy thing that people don't understand is how tired you are.
You're fucking tired.
Yeah. I mean, if you do the road week after week after week.
I've gone with Joey like 2 times, and just 'cause we usually do the podcast Wednesday mornings until recently, and then Joey takes I was with you at like 3:30 a.m. going to LAX, and then the next day is radio, and then with you, it's not like you have an easy night. I'm getting stoned as fuck and up late, and then you take the 7 a.m. flight back. So I was exhausted after 1 week of doing it.
It's tough, and I remember going to Houston and doing Wednesday through Sunday, and doing blow and doing 3 mornings
It's
of radio.
a lot, man.
You have no fucking idea, and you're blowing up. You're eating sodium, and you're just blowing up on the fucking road. You're drinking beer. You're smoking cigarettes. You're smoking pot. I mean, it's just amazing.
And don't they give like in Vegas like a Monday to Sunday? Like, isn't it like a full week?
It's a fucking nightmare. That is the worst, man.
It's a long fucking week. It's too long of a week for me at this age. I cannot do it. I can't give the people a decent show. Why would I want to do that? Bring me one Uncle Tom if you don't mind. Oh, thank you, brother. I got it.
Oh.
And that's why I opt to do that. I want to do the podcast on Mondays and Wednesdays. I want to go to jiu-jitsu Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
I want that option. You know, I want to have a schedule. I cannot be. I've lived in this town for 17 years. The road is a great place for a comedian, but I see where when you get, you know, because you don't know. The agents are just calling you and going, "Oh, I got you this date. Guess what? Guess who called?"
Yeah.
And here you are, and you're doing 6 in a row. 6 in a row. You don't want to hear that joke ever again. You don't want to.
True.
You don't. You don't. Trust me, I'm telling you. I did what 7 this year? I went on a run this year. From March to April, I did 8 weeks or something, 7 weeks.
Yeah, I thought you got up to 10 at one point.
Just to really try it. And it was driving down to LAX every week is fucking a lot on Wednesday. Doing 2 podcasts a week at 6 in the morning. So I had to revamp it. I'm moving the podcast later now. You know, tomorrow I usually be leaving on a Thursday. Today's Monday. I usually be leaving on Thursday morning. So that's how we do it. Just to give them the better show, so I'm in better shape. 3 weeks of the road. He knows, you know, and especially what he's doing. Wednesday through Sunday, by Friday, you're about to fucking kill yourself. Thank God we have the Death Squad people that come to the shows, and it makes it a little easier. Saturday is a great day. I'm excited as fuck Saturday. Saturday, I know it's all Death Squad. I know I'm going to fucking go out there, and whatever I say, we're going to take them on a journey, and we're going to get paid, and we're going to get on a plane, we're going to leave. That Sunday, when you wake up from that high, even if you don't do blow, when you wake up from Saturday night, 2 shows, to Sunday, and you call the club at 4, you slip to 10, the NFL comes on, you know.
It's horrific.
You watch both fucking games, then you call the club and go, "Hey, how we doing?" They're like, "We have 88 tickets left, but you're going to do great walk." I'm fucking tired.
It's time to go, yeah.
Then you put on CNN, there's a fucking rainstorm coming your way, and you'll leave it. You know, no, there's ways to do this. Yeah, I take a hit by leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning Sunday, but I'm in my bed by 11. And it's a straight journey. It's the most important thing. I used to dilly-dally. Let me take the 2 o'clock flight.
I know. You learn.
What the fuck are you going to do in a hotel room until 2 o'clock? Your day is gone. You're going to land here at 6, 4:05. Good luck. Get the fuck out of there. Who gives a fuck? You're at your house at 12. And I saved time. I saved aggravation. And that's what it's all about when you're a comic, is not being fucking aggravated.
It's the truth.
Any thoughts, Tom Segura?
No, man, you're the best.
Hit me with something, Tom. You gotta drop something out. You got the Cuban beard, got the Fidel look, you know. You show up with no fucking sayings.
No sayings.
You ever have a question that really fucks with you and it shouldn't fuck with you?
Yeah.
Like last night, I was watching SportsCenter before bed, and I went to Mike Trout and I said, "Would you rather hit a home run or would you rather steal a home run, like take it away from somebody?" And for some reason, I got in my head like it decides what kind of person you are. Like if you want to be a go-getter or if you just want to. And it fucked with me for like hours. Like I couldn't come up with an answer. If I wanted to hit a home run or steal a home run. And I wasn't high, and I don't know why it fucked with me for so long. And I have no idea how I'd answer it.
Do you have like a student's notebook?
Listen, Lee, who gives a fuck if you hit a home run or catch a home run? Right?
That's the point.
You don't know the fucking chocolate. I've been telling you this for years. If you eat that chocolate, questions like that, you will look at that shit and go, you know what? Go fuck yourself, ESPN. Let's start off with on it. See, you gotta take some. If you took Alpha Brain, Lee, you wouldn't think about.
I wouldn't care
shit.
about this question.
Who gives a fuck? Whether I want a home run, I gotta take. You watch too much ESPN. I've been telling you that since I met you. More fucking and less
what
ESPN.
Is that?
More eating pussy and less ESPN. More push-ups and less ESPN. It's fucking your mind up. Making your mind a mush. Talk to this fucking guy.
Hey, man. Stop with the
I know you watched just
Center.
as much ESPN.
And you were high last night, were you not?
A little bit at the end.
Unbelievable. This is why you got to go to
Are you a big Sports Center guy?
Yeah,
Big.
it replays, and then there's NFL Live, and that's cool.
He'll watch Sports Center 12. I know when I call him, what are you doing? I'm looking at Steve Simone's CD. He's watching Sports Center. He sits there all day, and he gives a fuck. Like, and he watches the clock, and they talk, and game shows, and you believe everything Stephen, whatever says about the NBA, you fucking get up.
Who?
Together. Whatever his name is, the black guy with the
that guy's annoying as hell.
Oh, he's pissing everybody off. Anyway, for maximization, optimization, all right? On it. They ain't fucking around over there, all right? Some people, they got one a day and all these shit fucking things that don't do dick for you. On it improves who you are. It makes you be the best you could fucking be. If you're a kid and you want to go back to college, you want to read, you want to stay up all night, you don't have to take meth like the rest of these fucking jerk-offs. Take some fucking Alpha Brain.
Don't take meth.
Alpha Brain will make you fucking focus. I'm telling you, 2 Alpha Brains, you're up and fucking hopping. In fact, my Alpha Brain strike will start again on Monday after the surgery because I'm home for 4 weeks. I got to write a bunch of material, so I'm going to focus. You know what? Go to onit.com and look at everything they got.
Boom.
They got something for you. Whether it's Strong Bone, whether it's fucking
New Mood,
Shroom Tech, whether it's the fucking enzymes, the mango enzymes, whether it's a thing that you go like that and you get your muscles. They got kettlebells. They got everything on it.
What's your code word?
Go to Onit, and what's the code word?
Church,
and get 10% off while you're there. Stay on it. Stay on it. Get it sent to your house on the first like a real human being. You got to go to the store and order it. Just stay on it. First time you sign up for Stay On It, you get 20% off. That's how I roll here. What do you put in the box?
Church.
Like a bad motherfucker that you are. CHURCH. Also, a shout out to some of my fucking best I love you cocksuckers, Hulu Plus. You can watch Hulu Plus anytime, anywhere. $7.99 a month. You're saying, Joey, how is that possible? $7.99 a month. You can watch on any streaming fucking device that you want. You understand me? On a smart TV, Roku, Apple, Xbox, pretty much any. If it streams, you're fucking watching Hulu Plus. That's how we work. Listen, if you watch a commercial for Hulu Plus, they're going to give you what, Lee? They're going to give you 2 weeks. That's it. Uncle Joey, we go a step further here on the church of what's happening now. If you put
Joey
in the box, Joey, you get 2 weeks for free and $7.99 a fucking month. So fuck the $7.99 a month. They ain't doing you no favors. When you run with Uncle Joey, you get 2 weeks for free. HuluPlus.com. They don't fuck around. You understand? Smart TV, Roku, Apple, $7.99 a month. I'm offering my listeners 2 weeks on the arms gratis. You know why? Because that's how we roll, all right? Don't fucking get carried away here. I love you guys, Hulu. You know what shows they got? Let me show you what they got. You have The Daily Show, Family Guy, I Want to Marry Harry, Gang Related, Grow Up Fisher, America's Got Talent, Late Night with Seth Meyers. They got South Park. Did you know about South Park? They got Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Everybody Hates Chris. Fucking SpongeBob. They got everything. Yo Guo. That's how we do it. HuluPlus.com. Also,
it's like you're selling cars, but it's
what the fuck? Dollar Shave Club. Why are you standing online like a fucking asshole when you could just go to Dollar Shave Club for $1, $6, or $9 a month? $9 a month. 9 times 90. How much is that a year? 108 a year, and you got razors sent right to your fucking house. You go there, you stand online, you gotta smell some Arab. His armpit smells like onions and fucking lime, and you gotta stand there and pay $20 for 3 fucking razors. No more. I'm gonna give you a year of razors, $1, $6, and $9 a month. And what are they pressing the box? You get me all agitated.
Church.
CHURCH, and you get $1, $6, or $9. Dollar Shave Club. That's how they roll. All right, hold on.
Your sponsors let you do that?
Let me tell you something. I love when I get a product that I can fucking sell and push it to you people correctly. I love HitEsig.com. I love these motherfuckers. This cigar right now rocks. Their cigarettes rock. You looking to quit smoking? They got 0, 8, 16, and 24 milligram cigarettes for you to quit smoking on your own fucking pace. All right, let's say you want to smoke a cigar, you want to blow it in somebody's face, you don't want to light it and turn it off. You buy one of these right now. I'll blow that right in your fucking face, just like that. Go to HitEsig.com. You understand me? Go there right now. The proof is in the e-cig. Smooth, 1,200 hits per fucking cigarette, better tasting, and they last longer. If you go to HitEsig.com, go to the box and press
Joey's Church.
Are you fucking kidding me or what? Joey's Church. You get 20% off your first order. That's how we roll. 20% off your first order. We ain't fucking around down here at ED6. HitEsig.com, my man. Ed Wagaba. I love this motherfucker. Making it happen down there. So again, onit.com, HuluPlus.com, Dollar Shave Club, and HitEsig.com. Support us, all right? Don't fuck around. That's it. It's a beautiful show. It's a beautiful night. It's 10 o'clock, people.
I got to go.
It's 1 o'clock on the East Coast. People are sitting there like mutts watching this. Go to bed. That's why you almost got fired, cocksucker. Go to bed. I love you guys. Stay black. Tom Segura, you're in Denver at the Comedy Works Wednesday through Sunday.
No, Thursday through Saturday.
Thursday through Saturday, finally. You know, they ain't working them like a fucking... They got them in the cave like a South African. They got them in there like fucking black people with fucking Ebola, picking diamonds till you die. I love you to death.
You're the best.
Where can they find you?
I'm going a bunch of places. They're all at TomSegura.com.
TomSegura.com. Support the podcast.
Your Mom's House.
Your Mom's House. Where they find it?
Your
iTunes,
Mom's House.
Stitcher.
Yes, everywhere. Your Mom's House Podcast.com.
Always a pleasure
You're
to
the
even
best.
just see you. You're one of my favorites in town.
Favorite.
That's why I wanted you live. No fucking around. You want to finish this?
No. You and the fucking...
No,
You want to take this
I'm
to
way
go?
too.
No.
What do you want to do to close it out, buddy?
Something from Black Sabbath Volume 4. How
That's
about
the volumes?
Under the Sun? Let's see how that fucking starts off. No, let's go Supernaut. These people like Supernaut. Let's give them Supernaut. 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 Volume 4, a tremendous fucking album. They did 4 albums, 2 albums in 4 years, 4 of the greatest albums. I didn't even know about this. This kid Mauricio gave me a book at the Comedy Store. Lee, what are we doing?
I'm finding the
calling Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Lee, what are we fucking doing?
I don't know. Oh, and you have a special on Netflix.
I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes. Completely Normal on Netflix. If you have it, please watch it.
Now that the show's over, don't forget to sign up for your free trial of Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus lets you binge on thousands of hit shows anytime, anywhere on your TV, PC, smartphone, or tablet. Support this podcast and get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus when you go to huluplus.com/Joey, or just go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Hulu Plus banner. Don't forget to sign up for DollarShaveClub.com. Get high-quality razors sent to your door every month for a fraction of what you pay at retail. Now go to DollarShaveClub.com /church, or just go to joeydiaz.net.